Welcome to the original Next Level Gaming.
I didn't turn the noise cancellation off. That's why you couldn't hear half the music.
And why does that sound like some bad 70s porno music?
What?
Because Myke is old. That's why.
No.
Why am I not on camera?
I was waiting here.
That's from no. That's from the Terminator CD for Terminator Sega CD.
Yeah, 70s, right there.
Yeah, there we go. Point proven.
That's my man. That's my man Tommy Tallarico right there. Oh, that's his work. And besides, I'm going up to see him in a couple of weeks. I gotta represent.
In all fairness, at least that work showed up and was available for purchase.
This is true. This is true.
Why isn't my camera on?
I don't know.
I see myself on the screen here,
And I
but
appreciate
I don't see myself.
Still surrounded in a cloud of smoke.
Yes. And
clear.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me shit early, Wilmy. Wilmy hasn't been on camera in like 2 years.
Yeah, I have. I just
When?
saw like a couple of months ago.
I feel like it's been longer than that, but it could be just me.
No.
I'm horrible
It's
with
just
time.
you.
I could believe that.
That's a you thing, dude. Yeah. Matter of fact, I turned on the camera like 3 weeks ago.
Really? Not the week I was on.
No.
No.
It just really hurt in my home office for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, you don't have any lights on.
All right. Well, hold
I
on.
have
Let me
no
grab
idea.
Let me grab it. I don't know. X, you're just broken. Are you sure
Turn
you
the
got?
camera off and turn it back on?
Yeah, that's what I just told him to
I
do.
did that. It's still not working.
Rubber mallet.
There you go. That could do.
That fixes everything.
All right. Well, let me do this.
Not-
that way I can at least
Not as
get.
expensive as this PC is.
Well, for expensive PC, apparently it doesn't do
I don't
cameras
have
very
a
well.
problem any other time. Thank you very much.
You didn't have a problem last week either, so
Some strike.
exactly. See, your work's doing it. It knew you were lying and taking the night off so you could come hang out with us.
Nah, I don't get in trouble like that.
So, all right, there's a picture of.
You gained a little weight, dude.
He's also now extremely short.
That's what you get. That's what you get for giving me shit about the Amico, like right when we come on the show.
And life's hard, dude.
So,
Talk about
What?
Amico. Where is it? Come
You want me
on.
to back out and come back in and see what happens?
yes, back out and come back in. I don't know, guys. I'm waiting to hear. Still playing with it though.
Yeah, you are.
Well,
Well,
One
I mean,
of
it sounds
two.
like a personal problem if he's still playing with it.
not really. Oh, it's a problem for everybody else.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me try to call X back.
Like,
We
it's
don't
like
have-
whatever happens, I got my, got my money's worth already.
Right. and just watching me.
Yeah.
All right. Should we invite X back to the call?
I don't know. Is he available?
I don't know. All right, I'll
Let's give
call
him
him
the
back. So
Calm down.
Yeah, just so off the chain so far. Woo.
yeah,
They don't want
this
us
is.
down. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. It's been a day. I actually got home at 9:15. Especially since I remember his 4th grade concert, if you could call it that.
I was about to ask you, was it that bad?
So, let me put it this way: my wife and I called my mother and said, because there's always like 2 concerts when you're in elementary school. There's one.
Like a lightsaber noise.
Yes.
See,
That was it.
You're not parenting correctly though. See, whenever my kids were doing, I had kids who were parents,
He's bogging a little bit.
this other stuff. No matter how bad the performance, I wanted that whole family to suffer. So if they didn't show up, I can't believe you didn't show up for that band concert. Even though it was very painful for all of us, we want them to share that pain.
That's when you walk out and have a couple of drinks and say, "What the hell did I just witness?"
Yeah, I mean, there is nothing worse than sitting through a beauty pageant that starts 4 hours late and watching little girls all dance to the same song over and over for 3 hours.
No disrespect out there, but Wilmy, it's women.
Well, yeah, but
All right. So hold on, because I actually do have this. Hold on, you guys.
Jesus, why did I even do it to myself?
Oh, this is core. Well, wait a minute. This is the chorus, and he's up on the left-hand side. Hold on. All right, that's just the chorus. That's not the band. I gotta see if I got the band. I swear to God. I might not have recorded it out of sheer
Hatred.
didn't he say I was the one that wasn't going to get any topics?
He might have. I know, right? That's Myke.
Well, you got me
This is Topic Welcome Gamers.
right. Welcome, gamers. Welcome, Wilmy. How are you? How you been?
I've had better days.
All right. Well,
I've had
sorry.
a very, very long day today.
Well,
Very long.
you typically will sometimes put up pictures of what you do. I would believe it.
Well, let's put it this way. I was involved with 6 of them today, and all 6 of them had to have sheriffs involved. And they were all from different counties in my state.
Oh, good.
Even
grief.
all the way down into Myrtle Beach.
Wow.
That's never
So it's
good.
been a very entertaining day.
That's never good.
No,
Yeah,
that's not good at all.
It's been interesting.
All right. So, what you're saying is, you're loaded for bear. This could be good. This could be good.
If it was just
That
a bear,
means
he'd
I
probably
plan
be
on
happy.
sleeping very late tomorrow.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take that shot at not going to 1 a.m. That's the goal tonight.
Oh, dude, you can go to 1 a.m., but I won't be here for it. I guarantee it.
I won't be here either.
No.
Dang.
I got
Must
therapy.
be Mike and I like holding the fort.
Well,
Fortnite.
look, even Yobi said, let's move it along. Let's not keep the show going to 1:30 again.
Thank
So-
you, Yobi.
Just 129, like our usual.
Our usual.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's weird.
129 your time. I'm in the central.
I don't know.
I turned
We
on my
just-
camera, and everywhere I move my head, the banner just kind of darkens out. That's strange.
Oh wait, I didn't even see. Oh, hold on.
Oh, you don't have to put it on there, dude. It looks really weird.
Oh no, that looks great, dude. No, this is perfect. You look like the banker from Deal or No Deal. This is perfect. And you're turning in your. Is that? Please tell me that's your chair.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. So
Yeah, see,
oh,
when I
no,
ordered this
Probably
chair,
like
when I ordered this chair, I was a lot bigger. I'm not your father.
Is that what it looks like when I play Ghost of Tsushima?
What?
Well, I
No,
thought
this is what the Grim Reaper looks like if you don't put those damn cigarettes down.
Exactly.
I don't have a cigarette in my hand right now.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. Right now. But that's why we were late, everybody. He had to finish his cigarette.
Yeah. Now he has a stain
Ain't
between his fingers.
ain't my fault you had technical early problems.
You're the one that was off camera. What the hell is wrong with
Blame
you?
blame that on the CMA. That was not my fault.
The CMA blocked your camera?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
They don't like me.
I see that. No. All right. Well,
Well,
other than
nobody likes me. I'm
today,
used to it.
other than your long day today, Wilmy, how have you been, brother? It's been a few weeks. I know. I've been. I was hung out with you a couple weeks ago on Gaming Beyond the Box, and now you're here finally, which is also my fault.
Yeah. Well, it is, but we won't tell too many people.
No, just everybody to watch.
I've just been working, dude. It's it's been crazy. Business is just through the roof. I'm trying to keep up with that, trying to play some games. Yeah, it's just, I did make it through Dead Island 2. I had a lot of fun doing that. I'm playing Redfall, but I'm getting to the point now I'm doing it out of spite.
Out of spite.
Because I've ran into, I don't know, the first part of Redfall, I didn't have too many issues. And I got to the second part of the map. And now I'm just like, you know what? I'm killing this asshole just so I can get through the game. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm just trying to power through it and just go. Because I want it to be over. Because I want to be able to say I did complete the game. Because my mama didn't abandon no quitter. So I just want to be able to make it through the game. That way I can say I did it and I don't have to do it again.
You don't have to do.
You're
not even gonna come back for the glory hole 60 frame per second patch.
Dude, the only way I would go back is that's a real glory hole. And then I still am not 100% certain I would be willing to do it at that point.
Oh, that's
I think
great.
I would rather crack my neck trying to do it myself. And put that one together while you're in the chat. Think about it.
I think some people already have. Retro Advisory Board said, out of spite, he's seeing red fall.
Yeah, it fell all right.
My God.
Well, I did have
I'm playing it solo.
the guy Jacob, the guy that I'm using, Jacob, with that sniper, the ghost sniper or whatever.
Oh yeah, with the
I
radar.
got killed while I got killed while I had a sniper, and when it respawned me, my sniper wouldn't go away. And had infinite ammo, so I just ran through the nest, just sniping every vampire with a one shot and killing them. It was so easy.
Nice.
So, but other than that, it just
If
yeah.
they do a few small fixes, it's not that bad of a game. They just
No,
need to
it
fix
just-
some things.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Every game that's been released needs a few fixes.
Yeah,
Dead
I
Island
know.
2 is probably one of the very few games that hasn't.
And High on Life didn't have no
High on
problems.
Life did not have problems, and neither did
That's true, too.
Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush did not either.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush isn't my
that's a good
thing,
game.
but
It's a
And
good
it's not, and it's not everybody's thing, and that's okay. But as far as a polished, complete game, it was. It was
Hi-Fi
absolutely. It
Rush
was
was complete.
damn near perfect.
Yeah.
So,
and see, why can't we have other games that come out that way? It's annoying it sometimes.
Because time is money, and that's why they're coming out.
right, but it becomes our money.
No, I know, but they don't care.
Oh,
Remember
You have to
when
a certain
games
amount.
remember when games used to have like surprise launches on the same day and nobody knew about it? Those games really never had a problem on surprise launches. They usually
No,
came
that's
out
true.
with no flaws in them.
Well,
Nowadays,
it's also
when
because
you're
nobody was
waiting on a
asking,
game-
like, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? You're delayed. Come out. Get this game out now. You know.
Yeah,
I think
but nowadays when you're waiting on a game, it's like, okay, it's coming out on this day. Why does this game have problems right now?
No,
I think a
they
lot
say
of
it's
it-
coming out this day, and then the day comes and it's not out yet, because then there's a delay, and then it comes out, and then there's
I
still
think a lot
issues.
of it goes to social media though, because I think a lot of these guys read social media. They're like, oh well, they're wanting this game now. They're wanting it now. We got to get it out. We got to get it out. We got to get it out. And they put it out, and this is what we end up with.
Yeah.
Oh, social media has ruined so much of gaming. Let's put that card on the
Oh,
table right
yeah.
now.
Not just gaming.
Well, no, not
Social
just
media
gaming.
is ruining the world.
So, although it is a good place for you to send me great memes, though, Wilmy.
Well, I know that, but I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah,
good
but
for
pitching
certain,
it takes so
certain
long.
things.
But,
It's good for certain things, but other things it's just kind of. But
No,
yeah, I think
Yeah.
a lot of it just comes back down to that.
I don't even pay attention to it no more. I put little things up there that interest me. I get notifications from friends about stuff. And that's about other stuff I don't worry about. I don't care about the toxicity. It's not that serious to me. Life goes on. It's more important. Other things
Exactly.
is more important. You know,
well, yeah.
they're
life-
not helping me pay my bills on Twitter, so I don't care.
See, you're not doing it right.
Right.
Oh my goodness me!
Come on, man.
You got
It's
to put up a
click.
post every week is you're selling one of your consoles.
Right.
Then you can get paid for.
Yes. Click.
I don't know
I
if
got the
anybody's
consoles
done
I
that.
want. I'm good. I got the consoles I want. I'm good. What everybody else want to do, that's on them.
Clicks and views. Clicks, views, and clout. That's what you need. So then you could quit your job and just be on here full time.
You
And
just
that would
wanna
be a
keep
fate
me on
worse than
full
death.
time so bad.
Of course, then we'd have to fire you for being so toxic. So maybe that wouldn't work out for you.
No, that's Cerebral Paul. No, no. Ooh.
he's not here. I can't talk about him.
That's true.
I talk
Okay.
about him when he here, when he not here, because we talk about each other. That's just how we roll. That's me and Paul. We've been like
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead and say
But
it. I'm the reason he's in the community. I know. We were the first podcast to put him on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
get
didn't
reminded
know
of that every week.
I did not know that.
Me and Paul will play some golf though. That ain't no problem there. Golf is one of the few games he can play without any problems.
I feel like I feel real dirty just listening to this conversation, and he's not here.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel right to me.
You want me to text him so he come in?
No,
Yes, I have. his
no.
number.
I'm sure you do. No, we're good here. No offense. We're good. We're good.
Mike's at that age, you can't handle more than 4 guests, dude. You can't have more than 4 people on the screen.
No,
Oh,
well,
you
I
got
had five. I
Then
had
the
five
stream
last week.
separates.
I had 5 last week. We were up till 2 in the morning. I can't do that again.
Oh, you were up till 2 in the morning because everybody else left. I saw them when they left. I watched the show.
Why
Sorry,
did
Mav-
you find that interesting to talk about for that long?
The hell did we talk about? Oh,
See?
the hell did?
Probably
Oh,
a griddle.
no.
He's trying to
Well,
say if
that
it
was so.
not, can't remember.
we
it,
talked
then
about-
it
we
wasn't
talked-
important.
We talked about that damn Phil Spencer interview last
Oh,
week.
yeah.
I got all that out of my
Huh.
system. I wasn't planning on that this week. I was planning on, and then of course
Hey,
know,
Phil! I saw Phil Spencer. He was playing Redfall.
I saw him
Yes,
playing
he was.
Redfall.
And like last night, I almost sent him a co-op invite. It's like, hey, hop in. I need some help. But
Well, I think he was playing it by himself so he could figure out, okay, what the hell is wrong with this game? Now you know.
I'm pretty sure he knows. I'm pretty sure someone told him.
well, if he
never
doesn't know now,
Oh,
then
just
then-
telling someone doesn't do it as good as you doing it yourself. Because you could tell somebody it's a bad game, but some people end up liking the game. But you have to see for yourself how bad the game really is. That's just a fact.
Which goes back to my point last week of if he had to play it now to figure out what was wrong with it, that's part of the problem.
Well, he said he wasn't. He said he never really checked the game out. He said that.
Yeah, he should
But I
have.
mean, what about his the
His
guys
what?
that work directly report him? Don't they play the game? Then they're not trustworthy.
I've
I'm
talked
not
about
sure
it.
anybody
show.
played. I'm not sure anybody played the game before they put it out.
Peter, I've talked about it on so many shows. The ladder is not coming down from the people at the bottom to the top. It's not fading up. Somewhere somebody's stopping to bring the bad news. You know, somewhere in there, and it's not relaying back up. When you're in a business like that, it's a ladder system.
Oh, maybe it's
go
going
down.
up, but not the truth.
Oh,
not
it's going to be that way now.
So
It's going to be
Jim
that
Dandy.
way now.
Bill, it's ready. Let's go. Push that button.
Game of the year. It's coming. Here we go.
That's my Forza Motorsports.
No, you damn well know he's gonna have eyes on that before it goes out. I don't think he is ever gonna. I think that man.
Surprise release.
That man better look at every single game before we better see those games on his feed before we see it. That's how it should
Well,
be.
here's what I want. Every Forza, 5 of the Forza Motorsports that have been released, I know the other 2 that did not have this, but 5 of the motorsports that have been released in history always had a playable demo. You know, that people can try it out and see. Now, if he's smart, really smart, he will launch a playable demo on the show to say you can sample Forza right now. You got what, 3 tracks to try, and you can you can try out a selective car set. You know, they don't do online when they do playable demos, but they should launch a playable demo for the game because I'm not sure it is in that state where you
I got a
can do
better idea.
really good demo.
I think they should do what you're suggesting, but use Redfall characters as drivers.
And run their ass over with some run the zombies over.
Yeah.
Because you
You
can't
see
get. I
Jacob
don't
driving in a car with that raven on his shoulder.
Yep.
This is what pisses me off about Redfall. You got streets that are clear that you can drive through, and you can't get in a car. And you got all these cars all over the map.
They ran out of gas.
I
I don't know. What about those gas cans?
The vampires started
Oh,
drinking
great.
gas and they out of blood.
And how come the enemy AI can throw grenades at you, but you don't have no grenades where you can throw in their direction? Why?
Need a license.
Even
for
a
that.
light
Why would
grenade
anybody
to the
tactical
vampire.
want a grenade, right?
You know why? I don't get
They're
that.
in limited supply. You don't see them laying
It's
around
the
either.
apocalypse. Yeah, exactly. It's the apocalypse, dude. You can find all this other stuff, but you can't find a grenade.
Right,
You, can
got
find
light
15,000
machine
versions
guns,
of a shotgun
right?
and a
And a
UV,
machine
a
gun.
UV gun, but you can't find a grenade.
And everybody's got a machete at the end of their rifle. I mean, come on.
That's a
You don't have a
state, sir.
machete at the other end of your rifle?
Well, it looks like a machete because it looked like it's made of steel. It didn't look like wood to me.
But
Some
you have
of 'em
different
are wood.
stakes, though. You can change your stakes. You earn those.
Oh, you're still playing that Dead 2 game.
Dead 2.
I wanted vehicles in Dead Island too. That would have been a blast.
Yeah, Dead Island.
But
Dead
you
Island
can't,
2
you
is
can't have
good, too.
vehicles in that one either.
See, you got it, and that's why Capcom needs to bring out Dead or Alive. Jesus, Dead Rising 5.
See,
We
look,
need another Dead
some
Rising.
people
Yeah.
agree with what I said in the chat. See?
We need another Dead Rising. That game
Yes, we
had everything, including some kick-ass vehicles. That had to be one of
Yes, it
the best launch games for the Xbox One, bar none.
Dude, you can make your own weapon in Dead Rising.
Yeah.
You know what? The thing that bothers me the most in Redfall is you cannot start a
Crispy.
co-op and have a dropping co-op mode. You always have to start it with 2 people. Then the host has to say, "I'm ready." He cannot just say start and go, and it's just dumb.
I think Wulong
little
is that
things.
way too.
Yeah, and there's no save point. Like in Borderlands, you had two things. You had your personal game that you play by yourself, and then you had a save when you go co-op. You know, if you guys wanted to continue the story.
Well, but you earn
They
your
could have
weapons
done
though,
that.
and you bring you know, from co-op to single player, you keep your weapons. You're fine.
But it's not the same as you in a group and you swap out one person and you want to continue the same thing with the next person that you started it with the next day. You know, just play it through. They should have had multiple save points built in this game. So the person that has started it will remember, they'll remember who they played these points with and get them back in there.
you
wanna
can
play with
you can start with
and then
different
one group.
characters, or probably even the same. It's different save slots.
I talked about it, Yobi. We had the last one, Dead Rising 4. No one talked about it or played it. My ass, I played it. I beat it.
Yeah,
Peter
you
and
and
I
I
played
replayed.
it. Exactly, we
I
played it.
I played all of it. DLC.
Oh my
everything.
god, I thought that was
Yeah.
a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game.
Nice.
I even like the
most-
DLC on that.
Go
That Christmas DLC.
Still, the most fun zombie game co-op that I've ever played was Left 4 Dead with my friends. I
that's
enjoyed
the
it.
classic.
I never liked that game as it was not one of my favorites.
Back then, it was fun. It was fun.
It
Except when
was
you
fun for
get
what it
one
was. Yeah.
person, until you get that one person that's played the game and wants to run through the whole thing when we want to hear the story. I'm
Yeah.
like, I hate that dude that does that in the game.
That's what I have. It's with many games. It's like if there's co-op with more than two people, that becomes chaos. It's like everybody runs off. It's like, oh, I found this, and you just keep running back and forth to, look at what they found, and they. The two, it's easier for
And then
sightseeing.
you always had that one that kept getting killed by the witch. You had to keep going and unlocking them out of the closet to revive them.
There's a lot of games there where you had to go through that. I'd be like, you died and you actually have the weapon that we need for this situation right now. We told you stay back, but I want to get the kill. Stay back. Dead.
Just stay away from the witch. You would have been alive. But now you're stuck in a closet till we come to get you.
We all have people like that over the years.
Yes, we do.
Some people don't understand what coordinating and strategizing your game really means. Like when you play in a first-person shooter and you're in a party with somebody, right? There's always one guy that want to go rogue when you guys are working on a good plan to get through the match.
Dude, that was
One
Halo
guy.
5. That was Halo 5 big team battle all day long. We'd get in this big giant group. It'd be like 4 of us, and then we get lumped in with this other group, and we're like, all right, let's go and beat this other team. Let's go get these objectives. And these guys we can't even talk to would just go off and start trying to kill people, and then we would lose.
Play Call
That
of
was
Duty.
like-
It's
I
like
played
playing like
Battlefield.
herding cats. I'm like,
Or
Yeah,
you get
Battlefield
that
was like
one
that,
person. You get that one person in your party that's a friend of somebody else, and they automatically think they're in charge of the whole party. That's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the game MAGG? It used to be on the PS3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See, I
MAGG.
love
that.
I love the idea of MAGG. I thought it was pretty cool, and I played it a lot for what it was. But you get in these big giant groups, and you get that one person you had no idea who he was. Okay, everybody, let's get together. Let's flank. We're gonna flank to the left. We're gonna take out that tank. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Okay, yes, sir. Oh, all right. Yeah, let's do it.
And he's the first
kid
one.
is like 14 years old. Has no idea what he's talking about.
And he's the first one to get his ass shot off.
yeah.
Every time.
It was like
Every time.
It was like that in the newer Battlefields too, like Battlefield 4. You'd be like, dude, we need you here. But I want to snipe. Okay, snipe around us. We'll tell you the best place to go, especially if they were new to the group. And he didn't listen. He just kept dying and dying and dying. While everybody else is doing the objectives, because the objectives gives you the win and the most points. I've seen people in Battlefield. all they do is snipe, but the
Yep.
whole 32 people on the other side lose because all you doing is sniping.
Right.
The game's made to be objective. You know, it's made to be, you know, I hate this, you know, what's that word I'm looking for? It's made for co-op teams. It's made for you to be a teammate, you know, and strategize with it. You know, everybody wants to run and gun, but run and gun don't get you to win. You get to win, you get more points and more level up and more rank.
Now,
You
I'll
know,
tell you
these people-
this, on a shooter, you know the little trick shooters on Call of Duty that can
I've seen
spin
'em.
around, jump, and do a backflip and snipe you with a headshot
Oh,
at
yeah.
the same time?
They
Oh.
can
See,
jump
if
around
one-
corners.
Yeah, one of those assholes kills me. I don't care about the strategy at that point. I make it a point to hunt that little bastard down every time.
You're on a
Every
blood
time
hunt.
he spawns, I will be there waiting on him. There is
They-
nothing irritates me worse.
That dude just put Wilmy on a blood hunt. You my target all night.
You're gonna be my bitch the entire match. You can guarantee that.
I used to do that in Halo with Capture the Flag. You always had one guy, and you know somebody in there waiting for you, and you always want to try to get up in there. When I got it fortified, that's why I keep killing you, because I'm not going to be in the same spot that you thought I was the first time you came in there. Stupid. Oh man, the old Halo days. Gotta love them.
Those are.
What's some of your experience, Mike? I don't
past-
hear you jumping in there. Peter's
'Cause
even
I'm past
understanding where
those
we.
days.
play.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just past those days, man. My reflexes aren't what they used to be.
None of our reflexes is what they used to be. That's why we have.
You know,
Uh,
you know what I am. You know what I am in Halo
But you know, if you
Infinite.
don't keep them up,
You know what I am in.
guys speak for yourselves on that.
Help me. I'm good.
I'm the
I
Warthog
was on-
driver.
I-
That's what I am. I'm the Warthog driver. You put me in big team battle, you get me behind the Warthog, you jump on the back, I will drive around because I can drive. I don't need to be precise. I can just get you close to somebody, let you gun them down. I
was
look,
always the goat. I would let everybody else kill him, and I did the grunt work.
I contribute
know,
to the
I
bottom
did-
line. That's what I do. I contribute to the bottom line. That's how I roll.
Oh, you sound like a government employee, sir.
That's, you know.
Wow.
We're not really doing anything. We just help contribute.
Right. You know, all I do is I
there
just
for-
make
You're
sure
just
I
there
make,
for the paycheck. That's all.
I make sure that everybody else looks good. That's what I do. And I'm okay with
Okay,
that.
Now you're a hair dye. Okay.
Oh my God. I didn't even say hi to anybody in the chat yet because we just
I try to
went
keep
we
us,
went right
problems
off the
everybody in.
rails.
Oh, we're live.
Missed
Holy
anybody
shit, I
then?
didn't even know we were live yet.
As Megan would say, we're doing it live.
Oh
Dude,
my
I'm so
God.
tired right now. I don't even feel like I'm alive.
All right, well then let me say hi to everybody real quick, and then we're gonna start talking. So that
Hi, everybody.
there you go. Next
Hola.
topic. Camaro, Relic, Dread, brother Dread's in here. I didn't even say hi to him in chat yet. Good God, brother Geek Story and brother Yobi, brother Born, cousin Born,
You say hi.
brother Boogie. I did.
Are they
I think
all
I
really
did.
your brothers, though? Because, man, you
They
got a big
are. I have
family.
a big ass family. Brother Sean.
Ah,
Well, not all of them. I got cousins. You know, cousin Born Distracted. I got nephew Mega Mike. Brother Rab. Who else is here? Thane Vakarian. He said he hasn't slept for days because he's been playing Zelda. Oh, have you been playing
I thought
Zelda,
he was going
Wilmy?
to say Redfall.
Have you been playing Zelda at all, Wilmy?
nope. I grew out of Nintendo a long time ago.
That's how
I
I
saw some
feel
footage
good.
of it. I don't know if I like that whole building shenanigans.
Oh yeah,
I quit. I don't know.
I was looking at the videos, and my first thought when I saw the mech that he took over was, oh, okay, so it's Legend of Zelda nuts and bolts.
I do have some good news
With
about
nuts
Redfall, though.
emphasized.
Oh.
During the
Sister,
week after it got out, it had 50 million concurrent players for that game.
I
And I
believe
am
But you know,
not one
most
of
of them
them.
were doing multiplayer.
I am not either. I don't even have a Switch. I don't even touch my
You're
kids'
still-
Switches.
the Zelda thing? No, I'm talking about Redfall had 15 million concurrent players.
That
Oh,
can't be
That was
right.
That Zelda.
That cannot be right. That can't be right. There's no way 15 million
Now,
people
you
play that
have to
game.
You
remember
want to
that.
know
I
how
mean,
it can
Nate
happen?
and I we played
Because
last
it's
night
in
and
Game Pass.
every night.
And we haven't had nothing in a while. People were
that's-
starving. That's how it can happen.
People are not starving. Come on.
Well, you have to remember though too. Everybody on social media, we're just a small little fraction of the people who actually play games in the real world. So
The
I
casuals
mean,
don't care.
there probably is that many. I don't doubt it, because people. I mean, yeah, and it's on Game Pass. Why not play it?
Let me say
If you got
this: if
something you want to team up with, go for it.
it was as polished as Dead Island 2, it would have been a better game.
Yeah.
I'd be on it
Oh,
day
yeah,
one.
but look, I mean, think about how long Dead Island 2 though it went into limbo,
No, I know.
True.
and how many different companies, how many different people did Dead Island 2 pass through?
That's-
6, 7, 8.
That's a good point because I don't think Techland is. I don't think Tech. Well, did they? Who? Hold on. It was published by Deep Silver.
Yeah, Deep Silver. Techland had started, I think.
Techland started
Well, I
it.
think
Well,
everybody had their hands in that game.
Sumo Digital, and then Jaeger. I'll say. All right, hold on. Jaeger Development was originally hired to develop it in 2012.
Jägermeister, gotcha.
Yep. Removed from the project in 2015 and replaced by Sumo Digital. And then Sumo Digital was removed, and Dambuster is the one who finished it. So Techland didn't even touch this.
But Sumo
Techland
Digital
was
policy
going
is picking
to.
up.
All right, here we go. Techland was going to, but then they focused on Dying Light. So then once they went over to Dying Light, Deep Silver went a different direction. So,
Well, it went in a very good direction, in my opinion.
yeah.
But then again, Dying Light 2 did too, so I really love both games.
I have not played Dying Light 2, and I really need to because I really enjoyed the first one.
I
Oh,
went through
man.
it on my PS5, I went through it on my Xbox and my PC.
I really enjoyed Dying Light.
Yeah, my sons, when they were younger, they played the crap out of Dying Light. They played it co-op with their friends, man, and that's all they played. I'm like, aren't you tired of this game? And I kept watching them, and I'm like, I don't get it. All you're doing is running and hopping over stuff.
Yeah, but see, Techland did something that not a lot of people do. They supported that game for like 10 years. They kept adding new stuff to it as it went along.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not a
like
lot
they
of
do
companies
with my
do that.
Star Trek. Like they do with my Star Trek Online that's been out for 12 years. I still play Star Trek Online. Don't judge me.
Dying Light 2
Oh,
did.
I'm
I'm going to judge him.
You know, but it ain't no different than Grand Theft Auto always adding stuff to keep people playing.
I don't play Grand Theft Auto either.
Me,
I don't play
I-
it either. My friends they know I don't play it. They gifted me a copy of the new version just to get them to play with them. And I played with them a few times, and I'm like, it still sucks. I'm sorry, it's just not for me.
Wow.
And I
And
try to
then they're
get
coming
them-
out with GTA 6, and then the campaign still sucks even more than
Oh,
the
you
last
ain't gonna-
one, and it's all
Dude,
based
by
on
the time-
online. And
By the time GTA 6 releases, we will have actually flying cars running around the planet.
that's what they said 70
be
years
60
ago. That's
I will be 65 when that game comes on. It comes out. And you know what?
Ah, dude, it's not coming out next week.
He ain't gonna make it to
I'm
six. He's not gonna make it to 65.
It'll
Well,
be
maybe
out-
he keeps
It'll
smoking.
be out.
Yeah.
It'll be smoking what though?
Marlboro, Camel, whatever the fuck it is you smoking.
Are you smoking
Marlboro.
now? Because your camera went off again.
Get off my jockey.
We ain't on your jockey, we on your back. Put
wait,
them down,
yeah.
cancer sticks down, dude.
Yeah, what is wrong? Man, what is... Okay, Man, it's a good thing. It's
I'm working on it, dude. I've been smoking since I was 14, man. That's hard. It's hard. So let's
You
get
know
out
what?
the
Hey,
personal
you know how to
stuff
think
and
about
get
it?
back on the other stuff.
Okay,
Get off the personal
been,
stuff and get back on.
you've been smoking since you're 14, right? How long you been breathing?
I'm not putting out my age.
You've been breathing since birth, right?
You're not a lady. Come
Don't
on.
take me.
We can ask your
Do
age.
you want to keep breathing?
Not
If you want
really.
to keep breathing, then put
It's
them
over.
fuckers
It's
down.
overrated. It depends on what city you live in. Sometimes the
It ain't
smog is so
overrated when you're
bad.
dead.
Sometimes
Exactly.
the smog is so bad, Wilmy. It's like, oh Lord, that's worse than smoking, especially in California, Los Angeles.
You realize
I've been there. There
you
was-
can't be a guest
that's
on you
small
can't be a guest on our show if you're dead. Just putting that out there.
I mean, you could, but it'd be really awkward.
He will be
I'm
featured
saying
only
it's
once.
job
It's like
I'm
in
saying
memory
really,
of.
yes.
It would make for probably our best show ever.
Yeah.
Well,
Huge
put it down.
turnout.
Exactly. Oh my God. Who else came in here? Sister Ventures is here. Brother Yobi. I said Yobi. I want to welcome in Kenta Wilson and somebody else came in. Brother Victor Click is here. Now, who else? Thane Vicari. We said hi. Crispy Bomb's here. Brother Crispy's in the house. A rare Tuesday when we see Crispy.
Yeah, he says he's never been on NLG.
I have invited him, and he's
we
always
got
said he
room for
couldn't
one
make
more
it.
spot.
I've invited him. I have invited him before.
Want me to
Just
call
I'm
him?
putting it out there. You don't need to call him. He's in the chat.
Yeah.
Brother Scepter is here.
wow.
Brother
Come on in there,
TJ.
hang out, buddy.
Brother TJ is here. Brother Jago is here. I think I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody. I invited. That's right. I did invite you once. If
Did you
you're,
get Scepter?
I got Scepter.
Did you get Sir X-Man?
No.
It was in there early on. In the chat.
I was just
yeah,
telling him to let him know I was here, dude. You funny.
Well,
Hey, did you get Axel? Conic Video Games?
I did get Axel. I did say
Alright.
Axel. Oh, Brother Guitar Geo's here, who's been watching me play Jedi Survivor for a while,
Nice.
which I am enjoying despite the performance issues.
Did you get
I am actually enjoying.
Farke?
Did I get far?
Far-
Well, that's not his. Farquaad. I missed that. Where is he? I do not see. I do not see it, but welcome Fark. I know he said, oh, there he is. Haha, Farquaad, and it's what it is. Fark Q. I love that. That's a great name. Great name. He said that was before he got fired.
It's okay. We're all adults.
Thank you, Wummy. Thank you. That's it's only 10:22. My kids are still up. Thank you. Anyway.
Well, what are they still doing up? Come on. Be a good dad. Get them to bed.
This is true. They are. There is still school tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes. Oh, that was 2 years ago. So, all right. Then
So
I
now
guess,
he has fiber. So
now he has
Crispy, you're
fiber.
on,
So now I will re-invite
he'll be on
him.
very
So
soon.
next week's show, we will have Crispy Bomb.
There you have it.
There we have it. Done.
So if you're picking a week to avoid watching this show, next week would be it. This is what he's trying to say.
Wow. All right.
Because
Okay.
Gears.
Oh, dude, nothing beat listening to Crispy and 108 Dragons on Retro Renegades going at it over Gears and the great Gears the showdown that I don't think ever happened. So Jago said I've been on NLG during a Sega show and learned I needed to take the next day off. Vic says it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? That message came out of, yes, I remember that message. Remember that? Wilmy, you and I are old enough to know that.
Oh, yeah. Well, my kids are at their own houses.
Yeah.
As you get getting older, kids move out.
Yeah, that does tend to happen, doesn't it? I got one that's leaving. I got one that's leaving
Oh,
for
they do it at my
college.
house.
You like, you 18, you gotta go.
I got one that's leaving for
That's what I
college
did
in
myself.
August. Seth,
Yeah, but
though,
he's been in college, he's been at home.
I don't know. Seth, though, said last night, he's like, I don't know why I would ever leave here. And my wife and I looked at him and said, oh, but we do.
Oh, yeah. My
What
son
is
did
that?
that same thing, dude.
Oh,
Dad, I don't
Oh.
ever want to leave. Yeah, guess what? You're moving in with your sister next week.
Peter,
So-
what does that mean? The EU abides. I got
do you
it.
not
European
get
Union.
that? Do you not get the reference?
Huh? I
Do you
guess.
do you seriously not get the reference?
That bottle looks
Not-
huge.
Oh yeah, gotta
Oh, my
love my
God.
pineapple pop. I used to drink Mountain Dew, so I definitely cut down some.
All right, somebody in the chat explain to Sir X the
I know what the word means now that I pronounced it correctly. Sorry, we all have those moments.
but you don't
That's
know.
called Alzheimer's,
So
bro.
they'll get it at a later age, those senior moments, but it's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yep, that's early signs of Alzheimer's, but it's okay.
Ah,
That's
I'll-
why kids stay in school. Reading
Exactly.
is fundamental.
Yes,
reading-
stay in school so you can read that smoking is bad
And
for you.
don't smoke or do drugs.
right. Steven Crispy says, for fuck's sake, Sir X, how do you not look? I will give you a hint.
I know what the definition is, dude.
But you don't know. Oh my God. Parky says, leave the old man alone. It's not his fault. It happens. Mo's in the chat. We will hold the line. That's the wrong show,
But
sir.
I'm not looking old. I'm not looking my age today, baby. I'm looking fresh and younger again. Thank you. And that's why I shaved.
That's why he has a camera equipped with filters, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this is the real.
He had bunny ears on before we went live. Don't let him lie to you.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh
He had
no! When I got my clippers, I'm serious, and I shaved all that stuff off my face, dude. It was coming off like you were shaving a mat. It was all just so stuck together, man. I was like, I will never do that again.
All right. Well, we're glad that you did, Mace Windu, because you look good.
May the force not be with you.
Let me start talking
I
about
thought you looked like
riddles.
Chris Rock.
I don't like Chris Rock.
That is if
I was
Chris
waiting
Rock
for Will
was on
Smith to come on
drugs.
and smack you or something.
I don't know why. I don't like Chris Rock. He's not funny to me.
He's not the
Chris
funnier of the
Tucker's
Chris's.
funny.
I was gonna say Chris Tucker's the funnier Chris. I'll give you
I
that.
love Chris Tucker.
So.
I wish he'd
ain't
come
none
back.
of them, ain't none of them be funnier than Richard Pryor.
No, sir. You've got that right. Oh man, Richard
Richard
Pryor,
Pryor
Eddie,
is the king of comedy.
Richard Pryor,
early
1980s,
Red Fox.
early Red.
Oh,
I'll
now
give
Red
you,
Fox is
now,
good,
I'll
too.
give you Red Fox, and I will give you 1980s Eddie Murphy. Delirious and
Yeah,
Raw.
the 80s Eddie Murphy because he impersonated Richard Pryor, though.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did. I
But
have
the-
I have
but the-
Raw on DVD. That's one of my favorite parts.
But the funniest person to me, and I'm sorry, I love George Carlin. I fucking
Carlin.
love
Oh, now George Carlin was
Carlin.
good, too.
Yes.
Because George
There were
Carlin
s-
would preach the truth. He would preach the
But-
truth about everything.
But he's still, but he's different than Richard Pryor, though.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
Because
know. about
Richard
Richard
Pryor live on the Sunset Strip.
Oh my God, it's a
Eddie
classic.
Murphy Raw. Oh my God, dude, I can still go back and watch him over and
and
over.
old Robin Williams, and I'm talking like reality.
Oh,
What a
yeah, yeah.
concept, Robin
Yeah.
Williams. When he just came out
he was a
all
different type of
drugged
humor.
up, he did. When he came out all cocained up, he was
Who's
unstoppable.
Bill Burr. Crispy
Bill
said
Burr,
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, he was okay. He was kind of almost like a, I don't know. He was kind of a political comedian. I didn't care for him too much. I
Well,
like
everybody got to give it up to Sam Kinison before he died.
Oh,
Kinison,
man.
yes.
Yes,
Kinison. Yes.
And the
Gonna
funny
move
part,
you
that
where
dude
the
used to be
food
a
is.
preacher.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
You know what this is?
And he
This
go,
is sand. You know what this is gonna be in 100 years? It's gonna be sand. You move to where the food is. That was my favorite bit he used to do, man.
Oh, my favorite.
How he would just scream.
Yes.
I know. Ah! Oh, ah! I'm like, oh my God.
That cameo he did in Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. Oh,
Yep. Remember the one where he's sitting there talking about Mary and Joseph? Talking about, Joseph comes in
Yes.
drunk from the bar.
yes.
And no, she's talking about Jesus. He goes, so where's your 12 freaking losers at, Jesus?
Yeah,
Dude, it's just the way he did it.
So and
They're called
Chris-
disciples, Mom.
No, and Crispy,
Y'all
I'm
gotta
sorry.
admit.
I had my Scepter brought up. I had my Bills mixed up. Bill
Bob Saget
Burr.
wasn't that funny.
Bill Burr is hilarious.
Vic,
Bill Burr is
Vic,
freaking
Bob
hilarious.
Saget wasn't that funny to me. But
Oh,
Yeah.
the Scepter remembers Bill Hicks.
Yeah,
Now,
Bill Hicks
was
was.
funny.
No, I didn't care for Bill Hicks. Bill Burr is hilarious. Dude, I love Bill Burr.
Dennis Miller and his pride was the greatest,
Dennis Miller
most
was good.
funniest song we all know. I'm an asshole.
No, that's Dennis
One of the
Leary.
Greatest.
That's Dennis Leary. That's not
Dennis
Dennis
Leary.
Miller.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
You know
Dennis.
who I didn't find funny? Adam Sandler.
I
don't
didn't,
know.
yeah,
He's funny
I
in the
didn't find his
movies,
stand-up
but
funny
on
either.
Stage, he's not.
Dude,
all
I don't
that.
know,
He's
man.
funny.
All his movies are like Chris Farley movies. They're the exact freaking same movie.
They are. They all
Nah,
have the same people in it.
Happy Gilmore. Love Happy Gilmore. I
I like
Happy
Little
Gilmore.
Nicky. That was about it.
I like Little Nicky.
And Mr. Deeds.
Deeds,
laughed
that was
my
a good movie. That was an
ass off at
underrated.
Mr. Deeds.
That was an underrated movie in my opinion. Mr. Deeds.
But I
was
think the only
underrated.
reason I like Little Nicky was because Ozzy was in it,
Yep.
and then the dude from
Oh,
Buck
yeah,
Cherry,
I love.
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne,
Josh
man.
Todd.
Yeah. Yep. No, and
I
Harvey
didn't get- I
Keitel as
didn't-
the
I
devil
didn't get
was.
the Water Boy though. The first time I watched it, I'm like, this ain't
Yeah,
really funny.
Yeah,
I had
Water-
to watch it twice before I actually started laughing at it.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
get
felt
the
that
first
way.
time. Yeah,
No.
but I'm sorry, Adam Sandler is still in Happy Gilmore is still a great, and in history that will go down as a classic.
No,
comedic
absolutely.
Classic, if right now.
No. But he was now.
Like
I mean, Chris
like the
Farley.
CMA
Chris Farley didn't do
after
stand up,
Just Gonna-
but there were a couple of Chris Farley movies that were decent. I thought Beverly Hills
Chris-
Ninja was funny.
Chris Farley was better on Saturday Night Live, dude.
Oh, he was
That's when he was-
fantastic on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but
Oh.
him when he did
Ah.
what's that movie about the boy, the
Tommy
grown
Boy.
man and hair, Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy was good.
Tommy
I did
Boy
look at
was
Tommy
good, but
Boy.
then Black Sheep was a carbon copy of it. Just
Copy.
with a,
Yeah, it's the same
Yep.
movie with David Spade.
Yep.
And I tell people watch Black Sheep instead. I mean, Tommy Boy. Instead.
Tommy Boy was
Watch
a
Tommy
better
Boy
was a
instead.
better was
Remember,
the better movie.
remember the toy with Richard Pryor?
Oh my God! And Jackie Gleason.
Jackie-
Oh.
yeah. That's funny. Oh my God, that shit. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Why you
Wonder
can't
Buy
Wheel.
a man.
Right. Wonder Wheel. Wonder Wheel. No.
Richard Pryor in any way but loose.
That
Any
was
way
good,
but
too.
loose.
Was he in
Yeah.
that?
Where he ended up messing with the preacher's wife. Just see, oh my God.
Was he in any which way but loose?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was something like that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now, no, his stuff with Gene Wilder was hilarious. Richard
Yep.
Pryor, like Silver Streak and Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
Yeah,
that
see no evil, hear no evil.
Yeah, see no. That one was hilarious.
Crazy when they were in the prison.
Oh, when they were
I'm
trying to be the doctors. Try.
No, they were stuck in prison and they
No. Oh,
got
that
caught
was
Yeah.
that was.
We're gonna
what
get
was
to the
that?
EU stuff, everyone.
We are.
And my new favorite has got to be Dave Chappelle. I think Dave's funny as hell.
Oh, Chappelle is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And Chappelle gives zero fucks. That's
Yes,
the
he
best part.
does.
I wanted one of those button boxes so bad. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Bernie Mac was awesome, and John Candy was so good.
John Candy.
Yeah, he was good.
My two standout movies for him are Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That is a classic that I watch every year. And
Steve
the
Martin.
one where he babysits kids.
With Steve
That
Martin.
was the one where he babysits the kids. I forgot that one.
That's Uncle Buck.
Buck.
That was good.
Buck.
That was good. But Who is Harry Crumb is my other John Candy movie. It is a guilty pleasure movie of mine. That came right out of his SCTV days.
I've seen it, but it's been a long time.
Yep.
I don't even remember
Martin
it, really.
was funny. Yeah.
But
All right.
the one classic that Jim
Man.
Belushi and Dan Aykroyd is now an official classic in the movie Hall of Fame stuff. Blues Brothers. They
Always.
the ones that did it well. Oh,
Always.
All right,
all
time.
right. Yep. As a musician, the Blues Brothers hits different with me. I love that movie for a couple different reasons. And Carrie Fisher as the psychotic ex.
I know it was awesome, wasn't it?
Right. She's putting together the bazooka on the table so she could blow up the hotel they were staying at. All right, Peter. I think we covered.
Warms you guys up. Here it comes.
We've covered the seventh topic, which is good comedians. But let's get to it because it's now 10:35.
But that's okay.
Wait,
Second
wait,
to
what?
let Peter right out of the
Hold on.
conversation.
Hold
EU
on.
bites.
Wait. What Dutch comedians? Talk to us.
You got Dutch comedians?
Dutch comedians? Oh, we're all comedians. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know them, and then those jokes don't really translate well. So
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna have to have this discussion now. All right.
There was no Dutchman who lived in a shoe. Oh, sorry.
Who took a shoe and stopped up a whale?
There was a Dutch lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, her uterus fell out. Oh!
See. Oh man, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Fairlane.
The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. Another underrated movie, and Wayne Newton in it, and the hell was his name?
Andrew Dice Clay.
No, Andrew Dice Clay, but he died a few years ago.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name there.
Yeah. Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, I
That's
love
right.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yep.
I love
And
Gilbert Gottfried.
Robert
Everything
Englund was in that movie.
Anything was funny.
Yeah, Vaughn just put it. Robert Englund was in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
We don't want to
Sorry,
talk about
Peter,
Robert Englund 'cause
take
you know
two.
That's gonna lead.
take two. Next topic: the EU abides.
The EU abides. So here's after. There you go, X. That's the reference in case you can't figure it out.
Okay, I understand. I knew what the word meant.
Why
Once
would
I
you
pronounce
in a robe?
I don't.
because he's.
That does without. You know what? That's close. If he grew. If Peter
If he
grew
had
a
longer
beard.
hair, that would be Peter. See?
Yeah, and a goatee.
Exactly.
That looks like Nicolas Cage, believe it or not.
What?
It really did look
Nicolas
like Nicolas
Cage.
Cage, man.
Nicholas Cage.
It
What?
looked like Nicolas Cage. Yeah. It looked
If
like
Nicolas-
Cage.
Yes, if Nicolas Cage looked like Jeff Bridges. Oh, good lord.
But he still
Where we
looked
get-
like Nicolas Cage with all that hair and all that. That's what it looked like.
Ay, Gewalt. All right. Oh,
Ay,
up all night
caramba.
on USA. Okay. So, Hey, what's up, Brother Lemon? See, he heard his name and came a-running.
We were just talking about you, too, and it wasn't good.
What? Anything bad said was X. I'm just saying.
All right, let me talk crap about me on the show the other day. I got to give him some payback.
All right, well, there you go. All right. So, the European Commission has decided that they're cool with Activision being bought by Blizzard, subject to conditions. So, the plot thickens, or as I called it in the in the title of this podcast, we're going to extra innings, boys, because now we don't know what the hell is going to happen. But here's what we do know: the EU has decided that the commitments offered by Microsoft fully address their concerns and represent a significant improvement for cloud gaming as compared to the current situation. Which, by the way, the current situation is Activision doesn't put their shit out on cloud stuff. So this is a plus for cloud providers. The CMA doesn't seem to think that, for whatever reason, but the EU kind of sees it.
EU.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I want to, for those of you who are watching, who your little Twitter fingers love to type stupid shit, I'd like to clarify something for people. The prevailing wisdom is that this doesn't matter because the CMA can still block the whole thing, and the FTC can block the whole thing. The FTC can't do anything. All the FTC can do is sue to block. A federal court has to be the one to block with an injunction. So, Twitter warriors, can you get this shit right before you talk about it? Just putting that out there. If you're gonna come on to
You got to have the kraut, man. The kraut.
I know the kraut, but at the same time, you know, if I'm gonna read your stupid shit, at least know what you're talking about. That's all I'm asking. Anyway, so here's a couple things I found that was kind of funny. Everybody was focused on Call of Duty, which has been the whole kind of red herring in all this, because Microsoft doesn't care about Call of Duty with the exception of getting all the money from it.
That's right, get paid.
Right, but they don't care where you play Call of Duty. Play Call of Duty on PlayStation, you will apparently be able to play Call of Duty on the Switch. I don't know how, but you'll be able to do it.
That'd be funny.
That would be.
Yeah, by the time this deal's done, it's gonna be the Switch 2 or
True.
Switch
You'll be
U,
able to
or
play-
however they want
You'll
to.
be
I wouldn't swear to that, Peter.
you'll be able to play Call of Duty with the virtual headset that plugs
With the
in
cardboard
those
Labo
things
setup.
in your brain.
There you go.
In your brain, you know where it hits your synapses. You'll be able to play Call of Duty that way. You know, with your eyes wide open. You know,
It's gonna be Call of
Future
Duty
stuff.
Mario Edition.
There you go.
I can see that happening, Peter. I can see that happening.
It's a stipulation,
Okay.
right? So,
You'll be able to play
In-
Call of Duty on Mike's griddle. I mean, come
yes. In particular, the commission
Only for hot
found.
matches. But, yeah.
on.
Peter will be here all week. Please tip your waitress, try to veal.
Oh my God.
Microsoft would have no incentive to refuse to distribute Activision's games to Sony, which is the leading distributor of console games worldwide. They understand this, including in the European Economic Area, or the EEA. They're in the game. Where there are 4 PlayStation consoles for
that.
every Xbox console.
Just like HDK is also in the game.
That's right. So, have a great night, Brother Crispy. We just
Bye,
got started.
Crispy.
Now Crispy's got to go to bed.
He's on your time zone. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. So, and Axel says Cloud of Duty on my Switch.
Cloud of Duty.
Yes.
Cloud
Um,
of booty, man. Yeah,
so-
you need to
Cloud
start
of
having so
Duty.
much fiber in your life.
So, the fact that they point out that PlayStation outsells Xbox by 4-1, at least I guess in this area, Microsoft would have strong incentives to continue distributing Activision's games via a device as popular as Sony's PlayStation. However, this is what I found funny.
That they say a device as popular as a Sony's PlayStation. So even if, the PlayStation/Sony will go out of business as another one, then
right?
They don't really protect like, Sony is the,
Well, here's what I find funny. This is the money shot for me. Even if Microsoft did decide to withdraw Activision's games from the PlayStation, this would not significantly harm competition in the consoles market. They're saying the quiet part out loud, that Jim Ryan is a lion sack of duty, of Call of Duty.
That's what you're going to get on Switch. Sack of duty.
That's what I call Call of Duty anyway. Never bad.
But the EU never excluded like the Switch, right?
No.
The consoles, like what the CMA did with the what was it, high performing or whatever.
And the FTC did.
Yeah.
So this is they're saying this is how the EU is protecting consumers, not protecting the market leader. Even if Call of Duty is largely played on console, it is less popular in the EEA than other regions of the world, and is less popular in the EEA within its own genre compared to other markets. Therefore, even without being able to offer this specific game, Sony could leverage its size, extensive games catalog, and market position to fend off any attempt to weaken its competitive position.
Yeah.
So even they know the truth is the truth. They know. First off, and Rab says it. I think we all agree. There's no incentive. Microsoft said it themselves. There is no incentive for Microsoft to stop putting this out on the PlayStation. They're about to spend $70 billion to acquire Activision. I'm pretty sure their shareholders are gonna want that money back.
Yeah, just like Minecraft still on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. And not just
People
Minecraft.
forget about Minecraft.
No, we don't talk about Minecraft. Talk about Minecraft. And remember, it's not just Minecraft. It's every Minecraft product that has come since. Legions, Dungeons have all been multi-platform.
Yep.
So
even when they brought it all to crossplay, because for a while, Minecraft in the beginning was on all consoles later on, but they didn't have crossplay like they do now. So Microsoft brought crossplay to everybody, including on phones. Yep.
Exactly. So as we go on, even without this transaction, Activision would not have made its games available for multi-game subscription services, as this would cannibalize sales of individual games. This is another point the CMA does not understand, as they tried to pivot to that dumb cloud gaming, nascent cloud whatnot bullshit art.
Malarkey.
Malarkey. See, Wilmy's got me cussing all night long. Good God. This is what happens.
Cussing all night long.
Hey, don't fucking blame that on me. I don't cuss.
Abstract language.
Right, there we
I'm
go.
ex-military, sir. We call those sentence enhancers, just like on SpongeBob.
So they know what everybody in the entire world except these two knuckleheads at the CMA know, and that's Activision isn't putting Call of Duty out on cloud. They're not putting Diablo out on cloud. They're not even putting these out on Game Pass right now. Diablo 4 is not coming out on Game Pass. What's the last Call of Duty that came out on Game Pass?
None.
Exactly.
Even the backwards compatible ones are on Game Pass. But they will be soon because the contract for Sony, it says for their contract right now for the next few Call of Duties that come out, it does say no Game Pass.
Actually, it's
But
just
after that,
it's just the next one. It's
Nah,
this one
they
and
got
the
the
next
next
one.
two.
Nope, it's this one and the next one. The contract runs out next year.
after three, nah, it runs out after 2 more games.
After
It goes out.
they're skipping a year.
I don't know if they're
there's-
gonna skip a year because first they're sending cross messages on Call of Duty.
Yes,
First
I
they
know.
said they are gonna skip a year, but then there's another story out there that they are gonna make a Call of Duty for next year. They're crossing words. They need to get this right.
So
I saw
Eddie-
a thing today that there's supposed to be a beta, one alpha test in October for another Call of Duty.
yeah,
For
they're
Modern
doing it-
Warfare 3 or whatever it's called.
if they're doing an alpha test in October, that's not coming out till first quarter 2024.
but here's the thing that might hurt Sony now. Okay, you can have the newer Call of Duties not in Game Pass, but the older Call of Duties, even though I bought all of them that came out backwards compatible, you could throw all of them in the Game Pass. Every single previous Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Everyone.
I mean you could.
Yep.
So
Just for the campaigns only, it's worth it.
Yeah, did you see
Yeah,
the
really good.
craziness when Call of Duty Black Ops 2 became backwards compatible? Remember how much drama and pissed off people were on the other side?
well, people and
No, go ahead, Mike.
well, and remember, sales of that game skyrocketed.
Oh my God, I got it for $9.99 because if you get it within a week or 2 weeks or something, get a backwards compatible game, they give it away for $9.99. So I got all my Call of Duties for $9.99 the minute they came out. But the disc at Game Pass, in the beginning, that game was sitting for like $5. It jumped up to $30 because of the backwards compatibility. I was like, what the heck is that?
Yep.
Every Call
As-
of Duty jumped up by like what? 75%.
And as Yobi said, it's still in the top 10 in the Xbox store, the Black Ops. So
Black Ops 2?
So-
yeah, it is.
So that's the whole point of what the EU is saying is Activision is not going to do this on their own. So the solution would not change after the acquisition of Activision by Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying is, which is true, it would harm competition in the distribution of PC and console games via cloud game streaming services. Despite its potential, cloud streaming is very limited today. The commission found that the popularity of Activision's games could promote its growth. Instead, if Microsoft made Activision's games exclusive to its own cloud streaming service Game Pass Ultimate and withheld them from rival game streaming providers, it would reduce competition in the distribution of games via cloud game streaming. And that
Here's
is
one
true.
thing. There's one thing that the CMA and the EU don't know. People will not stream a first-person shooter. They will not do it. They won't do it.
Well, so that I'm glad you said that because that's why Microsoft doesn't care. Because
It's not ready yet.
Nobody's gonna play it. But here,
This whole thing with
As
the cloud streaming, it's still weak sauce though.
Yeah, it's still in its infancy.
It's like
I believe
they have
I believe it's gonna get there, but we got years, maybe 10, maybe 15 years before it gets there. Like that movie The Gamer. They were streaming the games and playing it and interactive with it. You know, or Ready Player One. Pretty much you had a VR, but you were streaming the game, you know, with other people. So it's like we're not there yet. We got a long way to go. Long way.
But Microsoft can still force you to buy this game only through like their Xbox store for PC and or
Yeah, but that's part of
console or
Game Pass.
something.
They're gonna have
Even when it's like, even
But
though you
they're
can
gonna have to-
stream it from somewhere. I mean, it has to come from somewhere.
But they'll still have the regular hard, digital downloads for like Steam and Epic Store and other places like that. You'll be
Well,
able
they-
to get.
they
the
could
game
stop
wherever
that.
you want.
They could stop that. And if
Nah,
like
they wouldn't do that.
GeForce Now is only using Steam or whatever they're using, to
just
deliver
streaming,
their content, but Microsoft decided not to put it on Steam. Then
Nah,
what good is it?
they said it's going to be on Steam. Microsoft wants the money. They paid almost $70 billion for this acquisition.
Oh, I
The
know
more
that.
they put it
That's
out
not-
there, the more they're going to get back real quick.
That's not the point.
Minecraft's on everything.
Right.
All we need to do is get together, grab some Lipton tea, and pour it in the Boston Harbor.
Yeah.
Nah, I like Jack Daniels in my Lipton tea.
That's all you got to do is pour some tea in the harbor. We can solve the whole CMA issue altogether.
There
It
you
worked
go.
200 some years ago. It'll work now.
That's
And
right.
go fight England again. That'll be fun. Get some tea.
But then it will be a whole ruckus what brand of
Sure, they
tea.
can dump
'Cause
it
you
in the
said
river
Lipton,
Thames,
and
they'll
I
never
hear
know the difference.
Bigelow or whatever, and then what else is out there?
Then we're having an argument on Twitter over which tea is the best.
Which tea is the best? And should it be
Right.
Earl Grey or not? And what shade?
And then you'll get some. You'll
Any of
get.
it for all I give a shit.
You'll get some yuppie that says, "Well, what about the herbal teas?" And then
Herbal
then
tea.
it just.
But
you
it's
know.
herbal tea. Well, what
Earl
about
Grey.
Yeah.
We can require everybody to get tea from Starbucks. It's really pricey.
I know, right? What's wrong with these people?
Special
The tea,
tea is hand picked with little tweezers.
the tea costs less than coffee, but when you go to Starbucks, tea costs more than coffee. What is wrong with that picture?
Because it's what the trendy white girls are drinking. Come on.
The views and
Yeah,
views and
there's no
opinions
child
expressed.
labor involved, so it's more expensive.
That's right. Juan Valdez isn't getting the kids to. The views and opinions expressed on NLG Show do not necessarily. All right, so basically,
It's all Mike's idea. It's Mike's fault. We're gonna blame it on Mike.
yeah. I don't know why. I don't know what.
He's the guy on the left. That's
Yeah, that's all right. It's always my fault. So
I love
basically,
you, Mike.
in other words, so to remedy this, which is exactly what Microsoft said to the CMA, they're going to give 10-year licensing commitments so a free license to consumers in the EEA that would allow them to stream via any cloud gaming service of their choice all current and future Activision Blizzard PC and console games for which they have a license. Now, there's a little you see the little loophole in that one?
Uh-huh.
For which they have a license.
well, yeah. It's not that you can stream these things if you don't
Right.
pay Microsoft a penny.
Well, so
You need to
Here's why
own the
this-
game.
Mike,
You need to
real
have the
quick.
license.
but look
here's
at the
why
wording.
This is gonna backfire after 10 years.
No,
It
but-
takes 5 to 10 years to make a game. So by the time they get through making some of these games, the contract's going to be non-void, and Microsoft will say, "No, it's after 10 years. We can keep it here."
Well, here's the other thing. It doesn't say that Microsoft is going to provide future Activision Blizzard PC and console games to everybody. This simply says for whatever games they do, you'll be able to cloud stream it. It does not stop
They
Microsoft.
give it to anybody else. Right.
Well, it doesn't stop Microsoft from, let's say, making the next Crash Bandicoot an Xbox-only game. If you don't have a
Right.
license, right? So that I'm just saying.
Right. It's just
Oh.
if they right.
So, well, I guess if they put it out as an exclusive, you could still stream it on a cloud streaming service. Does not mean it has to come out for the PlayStation or the Switch or that kind of thing.
Right. This
Correct.
is about cloud. Right. That's about cloud. So they can put
Exactly.
it in Game Pass,
And they
and if
established
it's not
that
going to cloud, they can keep it to themselves.
well, and they established that earlier, right? That it doesn't matter if Call of Duty comes out on other consoles.
Right. It doesn't
So
matter.
they can
if-
do whatever they want.
Right.
Right.
It doesn't matter if they pull Call of Duty. So they could definitely. And again, you notice that Call of Duty is the only thing anybody ever talks about. No one has talked about Diablo. No one's talked about well, not Overwatch because that's free to play anyway. No one has talked about Crash Bandicoot, Tony Hawk, any of the other Spyro the Dragon, any of the other IPs. It's always been about Call of Duty, and that's why it's the big
years worth of IP. 45 years worth of Activision IPs, because because Activision has been there since the original Atari. That's the whole span of gaming right there. And that's a lot of IPs that Microsoft can keep to themselves if they remake some of that stuff. And I bring this up on so many podcasts, and so many people don't understand what I'm talking about. That's a long time.
Yep.
Long.
So if it's on PC or console, they can.
Go ahead, Peter.
They should they stay down here that they should allow that to be streamable then.
Yeah, they can make a brand new Pitfall that goes in the Game Pass that has, the newer side-scrolling graphics with a brand new Pitfall, Harry, and it could only be on Xbox if they wanted to, because it's owned by Activision.
Right.
So,
but they can't. But at the same time,
a lot of other new features with it.
Right. But at the same time, now they'll give it to anybody who bought it to stream, and they'll give a corresponding license to the cloud streaming service provider to allow that game to stream. So basically, they're not going to charge either the customer or the streaming service an extra fee to stream the Activision games. Basically, it's like every other game. Right.
You only pay for the game.
But basically, right now, it's happening with certain games, right? Because the publisher does not allow them to stream those games.
Correct.
But there's a whole different process to putting the game in for a streaming too. You got to do certain things with the servers. The game has to be loaded to it. A lot of people don't want to see their games in a bad light. So that's why some people don't want the game in streaming, because, like we said before, it's not there yet.
Right, and or they charge you for it. Like, hey, you can put it on your service, and you charge me for every,
right,
every consumer hour you pay us 10 cents. I don't know, or just a fixed fee, just to be able to have that game streamable on your service.
Right, and what this is saying
I think it works.
So basically what this says is like Microsoft cannot do that. It has to be free.
Right. They're just going to let you. That's basically it.
I don't think it works like that.
It's exactly.
I think you get, but it's like Game Pass. They get a little bit every time somebody plays their game. So on top of some royalties. So it's going to be the same principle if they decide to stream that game.
But
it's games that you already own, right? On Game Pass, you don't own those games.
No, you don't
own
basically
those games,
renting. So that's why they make the money. Right?
That's why you have the rental fee that Microsoft pays those.
But X,
there are some games that I can play. Like I own Forza 7, and I own Forza Horizon. They don't get no money out of me. Forza Horizon 5. I can stream that game whenever I want to. On my, on my phone or something like that, because I own the game. Right. So I've already paid for it. So they don't get no money from me streaming it. Now, if I got it at a Game Pass or something like that, and I decided to stream it and play, then they get a residual. But if you own the game, you don't have to worry about that no more. And that's what what do you call NVIDIA stuff does. You have to own the game to stream it.
Right.
And play it. But they need
and you
to
pay
work
NVIDIA. And NVIDIA, now not with this with a Forza game, but I don't know what games they had to remove from their servers. But
the problem,
and there are
with
certain
NVIDIA,
other games where they have to pay them to be able to stream on their service.
Plus, you're limited to how long you can stream the game with NVIDIA. That's another.
That's right. That's between you and NVIDIA, depending what plan you have, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. Now, that doesn't have anything to do with this.
That's,
Right. So X, what this does is this eliminates what you were talking about. This makes it so that The cloud streaming service provider does not have to pay Microsoft for that ability to stream the game, and the customer, as long as the customer bought the game outright, has the right to stream it wherever they want. That's the remedy, and that's
Right,
what.
Do you think the EU is going to force that for, for all future or current publishers, that it cannot, if you own the
case-
license, that they cannot charge you extra for that?
I'm not sure because
Not
this
yet,
is all
but,
not yet. They
There might
may
be a precedent for what's to
I
come.
feel this would be a bad precedent if it goes the way they're making it sound, because that's going to end up affecting streaming services like movie services that stream. That's going to affect them in the wallet
What?
because it's still a streaming service.
No.
No.
What that's you're
I think
thinking
you're
of it.
missing the point.
You're thinking of it in reverse. Netflix, for example, pays, we'll just say, I don't know, Universal for the rights to stream a Universal movie. It's not the other way around. And Netflix will pay Universal the licensing fee, of whatever that licensing fee that Universal charges for that. If the EU came along and said, Netflix, you can't do that anymore, the person that loses out is Universal, because then they can't charge Netflix anymore for Netflix's right to stream that movie. So that's the rub. And so in this scenario, I do agree with you, X, that would be a bad precedent, but
Yeah, it would.
but for the wrong reason.
I think the example that you give is wrong. It's more like you bought a movie, you redeem your code at Movies Anywhere.
And Voodoo, yeah.
Well, you typically use another service like Voodoo or whatever to.
I got what you're saying.
But so it's registered at Movies Anywhere, and now you want to play that movie through your Amazon link up to Movies Anywhere, and
Amazon
now
Prime, you can watch.
and
your favorite
now
movies
like
too.
Amazon has to pay. Now Amazon has to pay Universal for them to stream that movie, even though you bought the license
Somewhere
already.
else.
Which I don't think that's the case right now. Same thing. It's like they cannot really double dip charging the customer.
Well, these bigger companies like Microsoft, they'll find a way around all these loopholes. They will.
No,
It's
this is
the
No,
nature of the
they
beast.
don't care. They don't care. You gotta remember, the money they're gonna make on Call of Duty makes all of this shit irrelevant. They don't care.
Oh yeah, in about 10 years they're gonna make
they
their
cannot
money
charge
back
the
and then
middleman.
some.
Right.
And
They
then
can't
some,
charge the
they're gonna
middle.
make their money back.
They aren't charging the middleman. They're gonna get they're gonna get the money for the sale of the game, regardless.
The DLC and the DLC.
Buy your cosmetics and your weapons and other goodies.
Right. So
Season passes.
why does OBS keep disconnecting and reconnecting?
I don't know.
You guys,
The
everybody on.
CMA.
No, you're looking
Yeah.
fine over here, dude.
Okay.
I'm looking at it on both screens.
All right. So Relic asks, why isn't anybody talking about the mobile market? Because we all know the mobile market's the big market here, but we're talking about this because this is what gets the deal done.
Yeah.
So all of
And
this
nobody's talking about the mobile market when in these agreements. Nobody.
nobody. So the EU.
So they
says
also
this-
say that it has to be available on any streaming service. So Microsoft cannot
Yes.
cut some special deals or special favors or whatever and pick and
There's
choose.
really only 3 out there: Luna, Game Pass, and
No,
No, you've got.
remember all the deals that Microsoft cut, all those
Yeah.
contracts,
and that
the
other
10-year contracts,
countries, yeah. But in the
and
US,
you also have
there
like
aren't that.
providers that are that a consumer does not directly do business with, but other companies do.
All right.
Like Nintendo, for instance, when they have a middleman down there, so you don't deal with that cloud provider. It's
Right.
Nintendo. So
all right. Bear
Nintendo
with
runs
us.
cloud.
Bear with us, guys. A couple people are getting kind of an on and off, as my OBS is disconnected and reconnected a couple times. All of that basically comes down to Microsoft is going to remedy the cloud side, which is to them that's nothing. I mean, honest to goodness, it's so funny how where's that picture? I'm trying to get that.
It's funny that it's
here.
on console, it's fine, but on the cloud, it's not.
Right.
To me,
Because
that's kind of like weird.
It is weird, but that easily satisfied the regulators.
But the thing is, like the console market has been established. The cloud is still
right
developing, kind of. So
right.
you don't want to stifle it from the get-go.
No, and
It's going to take time.
It does spur competition within the different cloud gaming services because when the cloud gaming service doesn't have to pay the licensing fee, now they can, because remember, that doesn't mean that the user doesn't pay, the gamer doesn't, that doesn't mean the gamer doesn't pay Luna or GeForce Now or whoever for their service. That's still in place.
So they pay their monthly charge as well as the license to the game, the $70 or.
Microsoft gets its money. The cloud companies get their money. Pretty soon, Sony ain't going to get their money.
Yeah, because they don't want to invest with and stream like that. And they have Azure. That's the part I don't. Microsoft gave you Azure. They might not renew the Azure contract after this mess because you're not using it. All you're doing is holding on to Microsoft servers for nothing.
You know what's funny? So with the EU, Amazon Luna can provide Call of Duty at no cost, as long as the customer has a license for that. So once again, Amazon with Amazon Prime has a lot more users.
Microsoft is working with Netflix too, and Netflix streams games. Their games are streamed, so that means they could work out a deal with Netflix to stream some games. You know what I'm saying? That could happen. Am I right?
I'm not sure.
In the UK right now.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, all right.
Yeah, they've been doing it on.
By the same, with the same mathematical logic that the CMA counted, every Microsoft Ultimate Game Pass subscriber is a cloud streamer.
Yeah, but very few people do it though.
I know. No, but I mean, then they should do every Amazon Prime subscriber is a cloud streamer. So their argument already blows in the water. It's so flawed, and it gets more flawed by the day.
How much more do you have on the EU, Myke? Because I got some comments.
That's the EU side, but you give us a minute because he might be asleep, and I knew this would put Wilmy to sleep.
I was asking when he was going to say something.
He may actually
he doesn't
be
care
asleep.
about. He always says he doesn't care about cloud streaming.
It's not my primary.
Hold on. He's not in the call anymore. There he is.
There he is.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My screen just froze and nobody was saying anything.
Oh, we were trying to talk to. We were trying to find out where. I was like, Wilmy might have fallen
Where
asleep.
in the world is Wilmy? And then
I was like, Wilmy, is that alcohol's too strong or something? You dozing off?
Oh, I don't drink. And I don't smoke. Hint, hint.
Drinking is bad too. I don't hardly drink alcohol though.
I don't drink at all. And I don't smoke. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So how much of this? How much of this did you actually miss?
What's that?
How much of this entire thing did you actually not hear?
What?
Plug news game to me, it doesn't even matter anymore.
Well, that's why I figured this would put you to sleep.
Oh no, it's just the whole EU thing, dude. Just, I don't know. It's just one of those. I don't know.
I know. We're talking about it basically because it happened.
Oh, the fun part is on the CMA reaction. That's the fun part.
Well, that's the part that. So that's the part that was. So. Oh, Papa Pete. Alcohol is bad. I stick to beer.
All you need to know is there's one government that's actually worse than the United States, and that's the UK.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Scepter says
the minute they gave their decision, Amazon's Luna got right into the UK. The day after they were complaining about streaming, here come Amazon. I thought that was funny.
I did too. All right, so as Scepter says, get to the drama. So, in the wake,
you ready for that heat, huh?
Yeah, it took. Oh, did you have comments about the EU side, or did you want me to get to the drama?
Oh no, I'm going to the CMA crap. You
okay,
do your thing first.
All right. So, shortly after, and I mean, I want to say, hold on, when did this press release come out? This came out in the morning sometime. I'm saying, and they not shortly afterwards, the CMA decided to respond as if they needed to. And basically says, here's our response. And so they start out by saying that all three competition authorities are unanimous that this merger would harm competition in cloud gaming. It's a half-truth. CMA concluded that cloud gaming needs to continue as a free competitive market to drive innovation and choice, blah, blah, blah. Microsoft's proposals accepted by the European Commission today would allow Microsoft to set the terms and conditions for this market for the next 10 years. I don't even know what the hell that means, considering what the EU actually said.
The EU thing, it didn't mention anything about 10 years, did it?
Yes.
I did mention it?
Yes.
They have to give it away for streaming.
Oh,
Microsoft offered a 10-year duration. So, but here's the thing. A free license. The hell does this mean? Because that doesn't make any sense.
They let them stream it for free anyway.
They don't know. That's the bad part.
Set the terms and conditions.
Yeah. Right. They did set the terms and conditions. That's why the EU accepted it. They would replace.
I think when they said that, they're trying to counteract what the CMA did. That's why they put that in there like that.
Well, there is some of that, but the CMA also just ran a bus over these guys. Look, Microsoft would replace a free, open, and competitive market with one subject to ongoing regulation of the games Microsoft sells, the platforms to which it sells them, and the conditions of the sale. Again, that's not what this says. It's almost like they didn't even read. It's almost like they didn't even listen to what Microsoft had to say. They were gonna.
Well, that was apparent the decision already in the document.
Yeah. This is and prevented this deal.
And that's why the Prime Minister said, "Microsoft, come and talk to me." Yep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. This is also a step not just to Microsoft but also to the EU, which I wouldn't have done that.
This was
Hey,
when people look at it, it's like.
Oh,
Just for this reason, it's like, would I want to do business with the UK? Well, not really, because they're just
so you're in the EU territory.
It's completely separate from whatever their decision was to Microsoft. It's just they're stabbing.
They spent $100 million in the king seat.
So
I mean,
say that again.
Hey, Peter, are you in the UK or EU territory?
I'm in the U.S. What are you talking about?
Oh,
he's
you
in
are?
he's in the
My bad.
FTC.
Well, you always talk about the Dutch. I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, that's the EU. The Netherlands is in the EU. That's correct.
All right.
So, Wimmy, you broke up on that last thing you said.
I said that they spent $100 million to get King Charles in his throne, didn't they?
You're right.
His little golden chariot with his golden the robe
Double golden
and all that
staff, I
shit
saw that.
stolen. And all that shit stolen from different countries over the years. That's okay. Right?
Well, they haven't had a king in so long. Those staffs and stuff were sitting up there collecting dust.
So
you know what I'm saying?
And they're still only, right? Basically, they're on Canadian money. So I mean, they want to take it. They're scared of somebody. They're scared of somebody taking over. Maybe British and think,
Mm-hmm.
I love Lulu.
they
Chang.
sure did try it.
I love
Didn't
Lulu.
So
Lulu Chang spoke back. I loved it.
yes. Oh no, that's what Bobby Kotick said. But Lulu said
Scroll up.
Activision Blizzard plans to meaningfully that's something they definitely
Mm-hmm.
that was a
And that's when the Prime Minister of the UK put his foot down. Even they even got the Queen involved in this now of the UK. They even got her involved with it because right
so
now
that's
they're
a-
thinking about
What's the Queen?
Who's-
Which
that's
Queen?
a that's a
Queen,
good that's a good
What's her name?
that's
Camilla?
a
No?
good
What's-
that's a good trick because there is no queen.
No, there is.
there's a
No.
Queen in the UK.
Yeah, there's a King Charles, and then she is
Right.
Queen.
the horse looking.
Oh my
Well,
God.
Oh, is it Queen Charlotte? Is that her name?
What's her name?
I
Oh no,
think
that's
so.
Charlotte
Camilla?
Mecklenburg.
Just power people.
I don't.
We know not Elizabeth, dude.
Yeah, we know. Yes, you gone.
So who's King Charles? Yeah, Camilla. Park says
Oh.
Camilla. That's what I said.
Oh, she's Queen Okay, she's
Sarah
She's
is Jessica
Queen-
Parker's great grandmother.
right. She's Queen. Yes. So
What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea. So
Becoming queen by marriage to a king.
She's not good enough to be queen any other way. I got it.
But
But
no,
the thing is, like, if it would have been Princess Charles, then
there are
Camilla
so many,
would never be king.
there are so
'cause the
many.
king is
That's why
high in
Diana
rank.
left him.
That will never happen.
There are so many businesses that are planning, technology businesses that are planning to leave the UK right now. ARM is even moving their headquarters that was in the UK to New York. They're
I haven't
closing down shop and they're moving to New York. The ARM.
well, I know they
the people
well
that-
they're going on the New York Stock Exchange instead of the London Stock Exchange. That's one of the things that they did.
They were fine where they were, but when they didn't pass it, pretty much they said, I think they were preparing just in case they turned it down. So since their preparations were already there, they're moving all their, the people they have workforce or visas or whatever that want to come to New York with them, they can come. But a lot of people are about to lose their job, and the Prime Minister is not happy about that because that trickles down to other businesses and other businesses that are along the way where people come to work, in that big old building and all that stuff, man.
Well-
Everything's a trickle down. And they're already
so
strapped for
no.
jobs in the UK. They're already struggling for jobs there.
Well, let me see if I can find. There was Parliament took them on that they brought the CMA woman and her henchmen in, and one of the members of Parliament literally asked her several times.
Lena Khan. Yeah.
No, Lena Khan is the FTC.
Yeah, but she was there too. They had
No,
her
she-
there also.
No, she wasn't.
She had to go there.
No, she
didn't
wasn't
know
at
that?
this. No, not today. You got to stop smoking, man. Whatever it is you're
That had
smoking, you need to
nothing to do with
stop.
it.
If you're smoking, you need to start smoking something else to get that Alzheimer's, bro.
I can't
Let's
do
feed him
marijuana.
some
Get
knowledge.
that brain right.
I can't do,
Since
I
knowledge
can't
is
do
power.
I don't do marijuana. I never have. Nope.
All right, listen up, Sir X. A queen consort is the wife of a reigning king and usually shares a spouse's social rank and status. She holds the feminine equivalent of the king's monarchical titles and may be crowned and anointed, but historically she does not formally share the king's political and military powers unless on occasion acting as regent.
Oh, so she just goes
Or
on
also
to
if the king dies, then she will take over, right?
All right.
she just goes on and
Okay,
spend money in. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, basically, she's queen. She's queen in name.
Okay. That don't mean she couldn't have given an opinion on the situation, though.
By the way, Activision did hire Queen Elizabeth's former attorney to lead the CMA appeal.
Oh yeah, that's what it.
Just as a side thing. But
I wonder about the same one that got her son out of prison. I mean, not even out of all that trouble, that $12 million.
That very well could be, which means there's a chance. So,
all I know is the CMA and the FTC are running a very fine line to getting somebody fired on both sides. You know, they're running a very fine line.
Well, one of the things that when and I wonder if so this guy right here, Bim Aflami, he was at this hearing today, and I don't know if he tweeted it out or not. He does not look like he did. But he basically asked the head of the CMA, I can't remember her name, I'm going to look it up real quick. He said, what does this do for the reputation of the UK? Because remember what Bobby Kotick and folks, I think Brad Smith at Microsoft, they all said the same thing. The UK is closed for business. And
yeah, I heard that was
and so that wasn't lost on this guy who asked her 3 times, what does this mean for the reputation, the international reputation of the United Kingdom? She couldn't answer that question. And
she could, but she decided not to.
Well, she decided not to. She also, by the way, she beat around. Well, she did also duck the question of what her meeting with Lena Khan was when they met.
Ooh.
And she said, well, there was confidentiality. And I'm like, really? Because that doesn't make you look very good. So
yeah, when you plead the fifth on something like that, you definitely are suspect. There's no way around it. That means you colluded with another country. I forgot what they call it.
Collusion. But, you got the right words. Collusion.
Collusion with another country to interfere with the process of that process. So they can go to jail for that, both of them. But Lena Khan doesn't.
That's a hard.
Lena Khan, she basically lied in Congress.
Oh yeah. She lied to Congress too.
There you go.
No.
This is gonna get ugly. Plus, she ain't got nobody else. She's the only one there running the whole thing. She has no other people to vote. So now she's got the complete power to do whatever she wants until a judge comes in. She kind of screwed herself. Now she's the sole one that's going to get hit for this situation. She's not going to have this job that long. I really don't think so.
This one was the wrong fight to fight for reining in big business.
Right.
Because you got two American companies. Two American companies. I could see if it was a foreign country that was suspect, but these are two American companies that need each other. I don't get this.
Well,
But you
I
let some.
don't
Sorry.
think it should even be. I don't even think it should be a consideration because they are American companies, are American still. I don't see why her opinion matters at all.
I know, but that's the way they set it up. That's the way they set it up in America.
Who's they?
Huh?
Who's
They set these boards up, FTCs and all that.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think any other
that's
country should be involved. It's just weird.
Exactly. And here's so Wilmy, I'm glad you said that because this has been the other kind of battle on cancer social media as to whether or not Microsoft would just say, well, fine, we're not going to sell these games in your country anymore. And of course,
that could happen.
On one side of the block, you've got people that said they should just pull out of the UK, be done with it. The other side says they can't do that. They're not allowed to. So,
since when can you force a company not to do business within your country?
That's what I want to know.
But they let Amazon walk right in the door.
See, and if that's the case, Amazon, where's Amazon? It's here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they ship all over the world?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And to even make that one, you've got.
Well, they
people,
probably set it up, so who knows how it's set up.
You've got individuals
Amazon by name.
that live in one country and ship stuff to other countries.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to go through the UK to do it or anything else. If I want, I mean, it's doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't understand why they set it up that way.
And Amazon is just as big as Microsoft. They're just as big. Just like Apple. Those three are the biggest tech companies out there. Apple, Amazon, and even though Amazon does shipping stuff, and Microsoft, they're the biggest company. Google, and they're up there, but they're not up there in that epsilon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all picking the wrong fights against the wrong people.
Yeah, and Niall says pull out of one of the biggest markets, and he's laughing. But people have got to remember the reason they're the biggest one of the biggest markets is because people sell things in it. Make no mistake. The UK needs Microsoft a whole hell of a lot more than Microsoft needs the UK. Let's be
There's
clear.
a lot of other countries in the world.
And there are so many more things that are, that are not on the surface. Think cyber and other stuff.
That
Huge.
Microsoft has put a lot of contracts
watching all
in.
your cyber crimes and stopping it from coming out.
And
let me tell think about that.
The EU would love nothing more than to get to some of those contracts.
So, yeah.
So don't take don't take Twitter combat warriors' words on it. Why don't we take? Let me do it this way. Why don't we take somebody else's words on it?
The EU would love some of those Activision companies and publishers, and developers to come, because it's not that far from each other. They would love them to come to the EU instead of being in the UK. Creating jobs over there. But they don't think about it because Activision is over there in the UK also developing stuff.
Give me a sec to get to that.
Oh God, please go past Elon Musk.
Here we go. Don't take my word for it. Let's listen to somebody who's kind of close to this situation.
And the UK. Look, I mean, the fundamental logic of this deal, bringing more competition and more opportunity for publishers and gamers, still holds. So as far as I'm concerned, we keep going. We wait for what the European Union decides. We have a process. We obviously respect the sovereignty of the United Kingdom and the CMA to decide what's good, in that country.
Could you ever see an age where you would sell the product in the U.S. if it was approved, sell the products in Europe, and not sell it in the UK if they didn't approve it?
Let's wait for it all to play out.
Were you surprised by this?
Very.
Don't just listen to his words. I want you to look at his face.
Sovereignty of the United Kingdom and the CMA to decide what's good, in that
Could you
country.
ever see
I want you to look
an
at his
age where you would
face
sell
and
the
body
product in
language.
the U.S. if it was approved, sell the products in Europe, and not sell it in the U.K. if they didn't approve it?
Let's wait for it all to play out.
That you to fuck around and find out.
That is high on the chart of
what Godfather Sati was saying is, if you fuck me, I'm gonna fuck you back. Excuse my French, but that's what he's saying. But I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna do it until it happens. Yep.
I'm telling you that is a trigger that he is prepared to pull, and I don't think people understand that. Yes,
The implications of that.
yes, because yes, he can sell stuff in the United States. He can turn. Keep in mind, everybody forgets history. Back in the day, Europe was the number. And this is way before Brexit or the Union or anything like that. Europe was the third largest gaming territory behind Japan and the United States. Now it's second because Japan has really fallen kind of by the wayside. But it's
thanks to the Switch.
Not well, but Europe has come up. Europe has come up as more game development has really shifted westward. So Europe has been a beneficiary of that. But again, I'll say it again. The UK needs Microsoft
when they did
more than Microsoft.
Remember when they did that UK poll, Mike? 75% of the Europeans in that European poll said that they liked the acquisition. 75% of the pollees, and it was only 15% that said no, and 10% that were undecided. They went totally against what the people wanted with what the CMA did. They went totally against it. And I was like shocked. And I'm sure a whole bunch of regular UK people are not happy about this either, dude.
No, they're not.
That's 75% of the constituents. That's 70. The reason why the prime minister is involved, because I know he saw that poll, and those are 75% of gaming constituents that would vote, that would vote for him.
When giant companies,
I'm sure he wasn't happy about that.
When big companies that invest money and time into your economy tell the public that your country is closed for business, that gets your attention. I don't care who you are. That's why Parliament grilled the CMA today. That is why Congress grilled Lena Khan on this very thing. I mean, come on. You have Congresses, you have Congress and Parliament bringing up video games. That's not by accident. That's not because they're all of a sudden gamers. That's because
we haven't seen that since the Mortal Kombat controversy.
And that was right. You are talking about that man with that smirk making a big dent in your economy. Don't think for a minute.
It's gonna be a big dent. You ain't lying. I mean,
you
got so many people already struggling to find a job over there. They're pretty much one of the most struggling financial Western countries out here right now. They are the UK. And it's like all they're doing is making it worse. Because you start losing technology, you start losing people that get this education for the technology, say, I don't want to come here, I'm going to come to America. Or I'm going to come to the EU where my technology means something and they have the jobs. If you don't have them in the UK, bringing that big salary that they have, you're about to lose revenue and taxes and the money to pay for your health care. They're about to lose a lot of that.
Well, and
lot.
just imagine if that does move over to Germany and France and Sweden and
Netherlands.
And yeah, I mean,
Oh, the
imagine.
Netherlands
Ireland.
are already growing in technology right now.
You know,
I mean,
Nile-
they're begging
Nile
for
is-
this to come.
Niall's saying they have loads of developers in Ireland. Could you imagine? You imagine if Rare and Playground Games moved to Germany or the Netherlands or Finland? And don't forget, man, these are countries that are developing gaming development studios too. There's some really good. Where isn't CD Projekt Red out of Finland?
Poland.
They're in
Poland.
Scotland
Poland.
or something like that.
Poland.
Oh, Poland, yeah.
There's
Gentlemen, I got to interrupt you for a second. I've got
Yes.
to head out. I got to be up at 3 a.m.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. We didn't know, Wilmy.
And of course, I have
Time to hit
failed.
that-
I have
that-
failed yet again because it is 11:40. So, I have failed.
Yeah, I've got to be up in like 3 hours. So
All right,
I've got
so
to
you
head out.
need to get some sleep. All right, very quickly, Wilmy, where can people find you and tell them where the Gaming Beyond the Box show is? Because that is a phenomenal place to hang out on a Sunday.
Well, you can find me Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Just look for Gaming Beyond the Box. You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, for Wilmy Hood, Twitter, and
Uh-oh.
He bobbing
squirrels.
out again.
that.
Yeah. All right, I got his YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've got him on microphone. That's weird.
No, it's
Hey, hit
probably
me up
her.
sometime, Wilmy. I'd love to be on the show, man.
All right, just look me up on YouTube, dude. I mean, Twitter. I think I follow you on there. I don't know
I
if you follow
got
me
you on
there or
Twitter.
not.
We follow each other. I've been seeing you.
Yeah.
I used to see some of your stuff you put on there, and I mean, like, mouth drop.
Yeah, and it's still cannot be unseen.
No, and I
know, right?
also,
That's Wilmy.
I also, some of that stuff I want so badly to click the like on, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could click like on some of this.
Or I put a warning. I put a warning on it now. So
Oh, I love watching it. I love looking at it. I just, do I click? Okay.
You're afraid.
All right, well,
yeah,
Afraid
see,
your wife-
you get that point.
wife.
You just don't care anymore what other people think.
That's true. So,
Uh-huh.
but anyway,
Hey,
go
gentlemen, it was
check
fun,
out.
but I've got to head out.
Nah, always a pleasure, Wilmy. I'm glad we can get you back on. We'll get you on again soon.
All right, later, gentlemen.
I
All
take
right,
care
man.
with me. Get some rest, man. Get some rest.
Yeah. Woo. That man is 3 a.m. I couldn't do
Hey.
that. So I appreciate him coming on.
Absolutely.
That's
I
5
absolutely-
big afternoon shifts.
So it was too long. It was too long. I'm still very bad at getting people invited and on here. I got to turn this over to Peter. Peter's got to be the booking agent from now on.
Booking agent.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's wise, but
Oh, I'd love to see who you bring on the show.
Oh, so you're gonna do a Billy Joel on him? Pressure, huh? I love that song
Crispy
so
Bomb
much.
is the first one, right? So, there
That's
we go.
right. Crispy Bomb's coming on next Tuesday, I hear.
My buddy. I'm definitely gonna listen to that when I'm at work.
So, FarQ says it's 4:43 a.m. there in CMA land. So Wilmy should already be up and working.
Yeah. What
You
a
should be up
slacker.
and ready to go.
Here, I'll grab up. I think he forgot to hang up. He's still in the call.
He's like, yeah, I'm out.
Well, Skype puts you in until you officially drop out, though, all the way.
So I'll get him. I'll drop him out. There we go.
I know what he wants to do. He's hoping that we all sign out that he'll be the only one.
He'll
So
be the
at
only
3
one
a.m.,
left.
We'll just start up the show again and like, hey, I guess he's back.
No, it's always great to have Wilmy on, and I appreciate when he invites us on to Gaming Beyond the Box. That really is a fun time. It's different.
Yeah.
It's a
Except
lot
the
more
time-
laid
The
back.
time doesn't work for me anymore.
It's
too
funny. It
early.
works. It almost works for me perfectly because Michelle's upstairs
Yeah.
putting the kids to bed. By the time they're done, Michelle comes down and I can actually sit with her. And
But no, the biggest problem with, like I was saying, the biggest problem with the CMA situation part of it is like I said, the minute they did their thing, they let the a streaming service in there.
Oh yeah.
A streaming service. I'm like, we're 80 million people that are already subscribed to Luna.
Well, and again, it's
well, yeah, but in the UK,
that was set up for Amazon. Yeah, that was set up for Amazon. That's why they didn't want Microsoft there. It was set up for Amazon. So that's like a double standard.
Yeah, but Amazon didn't acquire anything or
but
not in their regulation
what
space.
they're talking about. But their argument is the streaming situation.
No,
that
I
was
know.
the biggest argument.
Right,
So,
it's flawed.
But
they can look right now and
but
saying
you
like,
let
yeah,
but you let a streaming company in the next day of your decision about streaming and cloud gaming. That was a setup for Amazon. I'm sorry. And if the paper trail leads to that, somebody's in trouble. I don't think Amazon's going to get in trouble, but I think the CMA going to get in trouble because that sounds like kickbacks in their pocket. That's what this sounds like. I'm serious.
I'm not. I don't know that, and I thought about that. I don't think it's about money for them. I think the CMA. I think two things have happened here. So I think the FTC knows they're gonna get blown out of the courts, right? There's no way.
Everyone except Lena Khan. Everyone except Lena Khan.
Oh, I know, but everybody knows they ain't gonna make it. So, what better way to get cover than use the CMA? That's why I think they.
Let them be the scapegoat.
Let that no. So the CMA, they're not doing this because they're getting kickbacks. They're doing this because they want to be the ones to say we took down big bad Microsoft, right? We stopped Microsoft from becoming an anti-competitive monopoly. Look at us. Look at us. We're the leaders. We're blazing the trail for anti-competitive merger killings and whatnot. And so what better way for the FTC to get some cover than to have the CMA block this deal so that they can use that as to your point, X, they can scapegoat the CMA. That the CMA is doing this for the glory, right? So they can be number. Here's the thing about all this situation, Mike. Sorry about that.
This was Xbox residual money that they used to buy Activision. None of this money came from the Microsoft side. It came from the Xbox side. And everybody keeps putting it on as Microsoft against everybody. No, it's an Xbox deal. It's not Microsoft. It's an Xbox. And they still had $90 billion left from just Xbox alone. So the CMA is based in did we lose everything?
No.
Oh, you wasn't moving, Peter. I thought it.
Yeah, I think Mike wasn't moving either. I think.
No, I was listening because I'm trying to figure out how you're splitting off the money.
Yeah. So no, Xbox money bought this. Not they said it came from Xbox Gaming Division. It didn't come from Microsoft. He had to get approval from Satya to go ahead and do it.
Well,
but
yeah.
all this was just Xbox money.
No, well, Xbox. So all Xbox's money is Microsoft's money, and they're worth trillions of dollars.
Think about it, like Microsoft.
Well, they have their own budget.
Right, and they said he probably said, Phil, is there enough in your Xbox budget to do this? And Phil said, oh yeah, and Satya said, go ahead and do it. So this money came from Xbox. And that's a lot of money. That's way more money than PlayStation has. And they still got way more money in the Xbox division left over than PlayStation has now. They still got $90 billion just on Xbox alone left over after the $70 billion. So why people are thinking that, this is a Microsoft deal, it's an Xbox deal for a gaming publisher to come over just like any other deal. But because the deal is so high, they assume it as pure Microsoft money. No, this is what their Xbox division profited for them. So that's the misunderstanding that's out there for a lot of people. Everybody keeps saying Microsoft. No, it's Xbox money. And they're still making money on top of that. They made another $1 billion in this quarter. And they've been making billions of dollars. So if people think that Xbox ain't making money and Game Pass ain't making money and the other 80 to 100 million people with just regular gold subscriptions aren't making them money, they're making money. The games they license out for for Steam, they're making money. Just the Xbox division, even though it's on PC. So I saw a piece of the pie. They had a chart up there for that. And Xbox don't contribute that much compared to what all Microsoft contributes. But all that money was Xbox. The X to Azure and Windows, Xbox is the next tier that makes them money.
And, Office 365
and Office, right? Office.
Yeah.
Office and Azure, they actually use them both together because they both run through the same cloud, so they include them together. But they're making money with just Xbox alone. So the CMA wants to say this is a fight against Microsoft. No, technically, it should be an argument about Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo, even though they want to leave Nintendo out. But those should be the big three talked about.
Yeah, you have Microsoft shareholders. You don't have Xbox shareholders.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, but it's
so in the end,
I know in the end they're going to say Microsoft, but it's the game division of Microsoft that paid for this deal, that's involved in this deal. But just because it's consider it as a whole, it's Microsoft. They want to fight against that part of it because they want to go against the big giant instead of basing it on an Xbox in the Xbox and the gaming world, part of it. And that's the biggest problem that I see with all this situation. It should be Xbox against, like I said, fighting against PlayStation and Nintendo. It shouldn't be Xbox and Microsoft included. That's my feel of it. And it's like Sony. Okay, all right, we're gonna compete against Sony, but they say PlayStation. Sony got other divisions. They got movies. They get rights for Blu-rays when they come out. They still get a profit on there. They make money on their other divisions too. Not as much as their PlayStation, but that's still part of PlayStation. But when they talk about it, they always say PlayStation. A lot of people don't say Sony. I noticed that when the fight it's always PlayStation. They never put Sony in there.
Who doesn't? What are you getting at?
No, when I see people in these chats and these other things,
okay, you're in the wrong place. They always
say it's PlayStation. They don't say it's Sony.
Well, so those are those people.
The same things apply with Xbox.
No,
Xbox is a division all by itself. It is just like PlayStation is a division.
It's a division, but it's not a subsidiary.
The fight should be about the divisions, not the subsidiary. About what that division of of Microsoft should be. It shouldn't be about the whole company.
But
right now they're basing this on the whole company.
Because it's Microsoft Xbox. It's not.
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah,
Xbox.
Yeah, they're not spun off.
Xbox. Now the back says Microsoft, but the front says Xbox.
Look, Mace Windu, you need some force training. All right, with that, we are getting on midnight. I think we have gotten that.
The general point out of it was.
So yes, so
yeah.
yeah.
Red Bull's jealous you're not sharing sex, man.
Yeah. Vic says, "Wait a minute, I'm lost."
Whatever.
I
Love
anyhow.
Triple.
So hey, what's up, back? Brother back in the house. All right. I think we're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Peter.
No, nice. Back of the Dead, he just said after 32 hours he rolled credits on Redfall. He said he's happy he didn't listen to the critics and played it for himself.
Yeah, Redfall's not bad when you play with other people. It's
Even
not.
solo, it's good. I play 50%, more than 50% solo probably.
Yeah, but there are some spots in the game where I feel lonely and by myself when I play a single. But when I got more people in there, it makes it more interesting. You know what I'm saying?
It can definitely be interesting, yes.
No. Well, as soon as Myke finishes Star Wars, we can get on some Redfall. Whenever that's going to be.
Myke is waiting for the 60 FPS.
Waiting for that patch.
Oh, dude. Just...
No, really. For your sake, let's wait for the patch. Seriously.
Yeah, I don't want to hear him bitching and complaining.
Exactly.
Right?
This is going to be...
Wow. Oh. Well, to be fair, so hold on, because to be fair, I have done my share. I have done my share of complaining on the Jedi Survivor streams. Some of that screen tearing. Hold on, some of that screen tearing is actually jarring. I mean, some of that performance needs work. But at least it's trying to hit 60.
You know what? By the time it hits the vault, it's going to be all optimized, and I'll play it. We'll play the best version for practically free.
It's a fantastic story, though. Like, I'm enjoying.
I'm waiting for that other EA game to come out. That's the one I'm waiting for.
You know what's coming to the vault? FIFA 23.
Yes.
For 2023. So.
Yes.
I'm not a soccer fan, so I'm good. I actually can play it on the cloud on my phone though, because I saw it as one of the cloud games. Just letting you know.
Yes, you can.
But no, I think this stuff gonna be resolved. Like I said, I think the chairman's gonna come down on CMA and just say, "I veto you. I avoid it."
Well, they can come back and say we made a mistake in the calculations. It's not 60 to 70%. It's only.
Yeah, but he could also veto them too and say, I'm letting the deal go through too.
I don't know what they can and cannot do.
Yes, they can.
It's complicated.
I found out they are able to let it go through. They can override.
Even the people that are extremely knowledgeable and they're a little.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows. You know who knows?
Exactly.
You know who knows? This man with the smile on his face. He knows exactly what's going on. I'm telling you, this is the look of somebody who has had conversations with people in the UK.
That's telling you. That sneaky look like I'm going to smile at you, but then I'm going to kill you and stab you in the back later.
He knows.
That's that smile.
He's almost like, he should have been like, you know, the pinky like.
Oh, yeah, he got something up his sleeve. Godfather Sati got something up his sleeve.
I don't think it's that. I think it's. I think it is. I think it is. He knows. He has had conversations with people. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Prime Minister wants to meet with Microsoft, and they might get Sati and Phil for the conversation. That's who he might get.
Maybe not even Phil.
Well.
You think it's going to be pure Sati?
Yes, I just. Like, hey, listen up.
Well, what this also shows, and this is important, and then I'm going to wrap this up for the night. This shows that the CEO of Microsoft is clearly on board and clearly has the back of the Xbox division.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's got.
And also, it shows he's very. I mean, he shows he's very confident.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He's got that smile like I already know this is gonna be over. I already know, and I can show it at E3. I mean, at our E3 press conference. He already knows.
The only reason why I want this to go through because I'm selfish. I want that Game Pass to be stuffed.
Yes.
As many IPs as in games as they can.
That's the only.
That's good for me.
Exactly. That's the only reason I care
That's
about
the
this.
only. That's the only reason.
I'm with you. That is exactly the only reason for me as well. I don't care about them.
And for that reason, I want them to buy even more stuff.
Yep.
Go out.
And I don't even
Till you
play
get
Call
stuff.
of Duty. I don't even play Call of Duty. I don't even need it for Call of
But you
Duty. I
need to
don't play Call of Duty.
I mean, if this deal goes through, you need to play the campaigns. They're so
I
good.
will play the campaigns.
They're really,
I
really.
will.
That's the only thing
will.
I'm mad about Battlefield. They got rid of their campaigns, and I used to
Yeah.
love Battlefield campaigns, man. I loved them. But 2142 is really good now. They fixed a lot of it, so I'm enjoying it.
It's in the
I'm
vault.
enjoying it.
Try it. So
The thing is,
all
we
right.
pick it up, and then we're like, we're so far behind, and everybody that's still playing is like good.
Yeah, no,
It
you're
knows
still
the
able-
map
you're
and
still
other
able-
stuff,
You're
and it's
still
like-
able to destroy people in Battlefield.
Yeah.
You're still
Oh,
able to
so
destroy people.
a
I'm
good
only a level
question-
26, so.
A good question by Scepter. When is it a monopoly? I will tell you when it is a monopoly. Give me 1 second.
When they own about, what, 90% of the market?
Hold on. Is that
When
used
they're
to be a-
owned by Hasbro.
Nah!
there used to be a picture. I don't know where the picture is. All right, so here we go. When they are Embracer Group, all right, Embracer Group has 135 internal studios and 850 IPs.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew it was Embracer Group. Yeah.
All right, they own Nordic,
A lot.
Ion, Stain, Amplifier, Saber, Crystal Dynamics. Let me put it this way. If Embracer Group tomorrow said, hey, we're going to put out our own console, and all of these games are going to only be on that console.
I thought Tencent was the worst. I thought Tencent was the biggest one.
Nope. What Tencent has done is different. They've merely just put money into companies. They've bought a couple. They bought Turtle
what
Rock.
about the what is it called? The Arab Fund, Public Fund. Whatever.
That's the other.
It is.
that's
They
the
just
other
made
one.
another huge investment in EA. They now own,
Yep.
I think, about 9% of EA.
How much would it cost Microsoft to buy Embracer?
Embracer not worth that much. They just get
I was
their
just saying,
IPs
buy them.
on the cheap.
They
get their publishers on the cheap.
They really don't have a ton. I mean, but Embracer Group is. So you got to remember what Embracer Group is. They're a venture capitalist company. They're not a developer.
Correct.
They're not a publisher. They're simply. They have operating groups. They are basically a venture capitalist company. That's all they are. So
Should be easy to buy IPs from them, right?
Yeah,
studios.
well, what you call it, bought the IP to Tomb Raider, Amazon, for more than what Embracer paid for it. Just
no. Embracer still owns. Embracer still
they
owns
still own Crystal
the IP.
Dynamics. But
No. We went through this two
Yeah, we
weeks
went
ago.
what was it? Last week, 2 weeks
We
ago.
went 2 weeks ago. Amazon only has the rights to publish it. They don't own the IP. Embracer or Crystal Dynamics through Embracer owns the IP. The only thing
with the Amazon deal,
with the Amazon deal, hang on. Amazon Games and Crystal Dynamics strike deal to develop and publish next major entry. They do not own the IP. Crystal Dynamics still owns the IP.
but I'm sure they got it for a contract for a few Tomb Raiders, not just one.
I'm sure.
Or is it all Tomb Raiders?
Well, this
from
one
here?
says
Oh,
this
no,
one says A.
movies and other stuff, right?
Yes.
We're gonna
And
tie it in.
by the way, the next, just as an aside, next Tomb Raider game is gonna be Unreal 5.
I know.
I can't wait to see it.
Question is when, because I want to play my next Tomb Raider before I die. I played Tomb Raider since the beginning. I played every Tomb Raider ever made,
Well,
and I
it
have
all
to
depends
play
when you plan on croaking.
Yeah, stop
it.
smoking.
Stupid.
Stop smoking. So
Yeah, I think you know
Step
what?
one.
Other things have been affecting me a lot worse than smoking. I didn't expect to get ran over.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
I
you're still
love
alive,
smoking.
and for that, we're thankful.
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I
Yes.
even left. I even left early for this guy over
Dude,
there.
we love you even if we don't know what the hell you're saying sometimes.
Oh wait a minute, over there. I had to put the other hand up because it's
See,
reversed.
first he loves me, and then no more. So
I love everybody.
So, anyhow.
I don't
all
do
right.
drugs, Nick. I hate drugs. But nah, I just
that's
want to
good.
play my next Tomb Raider. I don't want to wait another 8 years for a Tomb Raider.
it's
Oh,
only going to
man.
be 7, so you're in luck.
Brother
Oh, I'll
Cypher,
be retired
never.
by then. I'm good.
Mm.
I used to take a week or two off vacation every time a Tomb Raider came out. Would make sure I took that time
I
off.
like the Tomb Raider games. They're fun.
Oh yeah.
So, Cypher, you do not have to apologize, man. Work, life, do not ever apologize. We appreciate any time, all of you guys in the chat, any time you're able to give us, even if it's just 15, 20 minutes at the beginning, 15, 20 minutes at the end. If you stay the whole time, if you just listen and don't necessarily chat, but you're hanging and listening, pop in once in a while to argue with us, we love that. So please never apologize for not being around. When you can, you hang out with us, and that's how it works. The Dread says he wants the prescribed medication you're on.
I don't do drugs. Only the ones that the doctor gives me to heal myself.
Always read the fine print.
Always read the
Side effects.
Nah.
No. By the way, the CEO of
I ain't got to pay for my prescription, so I'm good. It's part of my insurance. I'm good.
Oh, he did it again.
Silent Cypher gifted 10
Oh my gosh.
original Next Level Gaming memberships.
Oh, who's gonna be? I want to see who the
I
lucky.
already got one.
Let's see who the lucky 10. Cypher is. He is so generous. He's done this. He's done this in the live streams, and it just warms my heart.
Yeah, him and Yobi do that.
Yep, Yobi did it. Yobi's done it
lit
here
you up that
a couple
night,
times.
boy.
Oh man. Hey, thank you guys to my boss. By the way, the here we go. FarQ got it. By the way, the head of the CMA is the CEO of the CMA is Sarah Cardell.
Woman to woman.
Yeah, you can just see in her eyes and the way she responds. She's just lying her ass off. So.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think both of them are worried about their job. That's what I think.
Back from the Dead is a member for 24 months. He says, so medical wacky tobacco. Got it.
What do you say?
No.
Medical wacky tobacco.
Ha
Nice.
ha 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 ha.
All right. Well, as it is 10 after 12, I am gonna start wrapping up here. I think we've made it. Oh, Guitar Geo got one of the memberships. Very nice.
All I want is this Activision deal to go through, so Microsoft can get a brand new Guitar Hero.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
Peter
you cannot stream Guitar Hero because it will lag.
Peter
Maybe
and
they have
I.
a solution for that. With the...
Not for the next 10 to 15 years, they won't. Not for that game.
You can play Call of Duty with that. You can play Guitar Hero like that too.
Nah, I wouldn't play Call.
You'd rather have Rock Band. Yeah.
I got
I
Rock
take
Band.
Rock Band, but
need to play it.
Yeah, I got Rock Band 4.
Me too. Did you have the whole kit with the drums and stuff?
I got it all.
Yeah, me too.
I bought it day one. I had to.
I did not buy it day one. I bought it on sale.
Do you see how much it is now to
No.
buy
how much
one of them? It's ridiculous. It's like
is it?
$1,200 and up to
Jeez,
buy a
that's-
kit.
I should
And
sell
that's
my
used.
stuff.
That's used.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen them for as high as 2,000.
Dang.
Yeah.
I just wish the drums had PC drivers, but they don't.
I know, right? But the guitar, you can run that wirelessly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Rock. They keep coming out with DLC every week, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Every week. And people are buying it. If people weren't buying it, Rock Band would not be, it would show you Rock Band ain't strong. But people love Rock Band, and it's making Harmonix money.
They should buy Harmonix. Who owns that nowadays?
Nobody. They're free company. Harmonix. They're independent now. They do their own
Are
thing.
they? I thought they were owned by somebody.
No, they're not owned by anybody anymore. You would have him pull up another one. Thanks, Peter.
Actually, they are owned by Epic.
Really?
Yep. They are owned by Epic Games.
So they went from Activision to EA. I'm talking about the early days.
Yep.
They went from Activision to EA, and now they're with Epic.
They were at the very, 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 very beginning. They were independent.
EA.
But yep. In fact,
they were independent before they made Rock Band 4.
Yep.
When
they were
Band
independent way, way, way back in the day. And then
Wasn't it when they split up, and that's why you
Red
had
Octane.
Guitar Hero and Rock Band?
Split from Red
Yep.
Octane, yeah. It was Red Octane.
Red
and Activision.
Octane did
Yeah.
Guitar Hero. So in fact, it's funny, on their website, on the Harmonix site, Harmonix games will require an Epic Games account login to maintain access to online features. So
Not for me. I turned it on 2 days ago. It loaded right up. I didn't have to do that.
it depends on what system you're playing it on.
Xbox.
I'm just telling you what the site says. Telling you what the site
can't
says,
you play
man.
Rock Band? Can't you play that online?
Yes.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's got online
thinking what
play.
they're saying is
Yeah.
yeah. So you have to have an Epic Games account now.
That's who doesn't
Yes.
have that.
Here, it's right here.
Yeah, I can. New
In
requirement.
keeping with Epic's
don't matter.
efforts
I
to
can
provide
get
an
Epic account.
age-appropriate experience. And it says, why do I need to link my accounts? Harmonix was acquired by Epic Games in 2021, and as our games are integrated into the Epic Games ecosystem, we're now requiring users to use an Epic Games account and link their platform accounts in order to access online feed services for Audica, Dance Central.
What was the thing?
Dance,
Rock
they
Band
mentioned
4.
Dance Central. Remember that for the Kinect?
Oh yeah, I
know.
still got Dance Central. I still have a Connect.
I still play it.
I still got my old. I still got my
Kinect
old
needs to come
Xbox.
back just for these
My
types of
360.
games.
I can't
I
do
know.
Dance Central no more. No, I can't. No. Mm-mm.
You can play Just Dance. All you do is hold a phone in
I
your
would
hand
never,
and
ever-
start shaking
I
it
will
like.
I will never do Just Dance. Dance
Shake
Central
it
is
like
so
you just
much
don't
better
care.
than Just Dance.
With
Dance
Kinect,
Central was-
everything was better, including
Dance
Just Dance
Central.
way back when.
Hard. Oh, Dance Central was hard. My kids used to get down there when they played on hard mode and had drop their knees down to the ground and all that stuff and get back up like the dance routines. I'm like, y'all can keep that crap. I'll keep staying on easy. I'm good.
Yeah,
I just want
Fantasia,
another-
Music Evolves, even like Kinect Sports and stuff, you know.
I want another
or the Kinect
Fantasia.
Adventures.
Me and my kids, we love Connect bowling more than we like our Wii
Yes.
bowling.
Yes,
It was better than Wii bowling.
it was.
Way
That was
better.
so good.
You remember that stuff, Mike?
I remember
We should,
all
we
of
should
that.
yell, Phil, if you're listening, Kinect 3.0.
Yes,
Chop, chop.
get it done. Let's go.
Now he's probably thinking about VR now, or virtual reality.
He's not
Oh.
thinking about VR.
Well, all I know is bring me a new game with a light gun. I'll buy it day one. I will buy it day one and buy an extra gun so I can go against people with it on my screen.
Just get a
Or
big
make it
thing.
online co-op with the light gun. That would be cool.
Yeah.
We have the technology. We can rebuild it. We can make it better than it was.
I miss
$6 million
Fantasia.
man, baby. That's right.
I miss Fantasia.
You can still play it, just not on your series consoles.
Nope. No, you
That's
can't.
so dumb. I don't know why. It's fine that they don't. I mean, why? I don't know why they stopped supporting it.
Thank you, Sean.
I don't know.
But nah, they got real quick. They really need it. They got the technology for the light guns now that work with these screens, man.
Yeah,
There's no excuse why they can't bring these games out. New light gun game, a brand new House of the Dead, a brand new Time Crisis, a brand new great game that a lot of people missed on the Dreamcast, Confidential Mission. I love that game on the Dreamcast. That was a great gun shooter, man. They need to bring these games back. Bring back Time Crisis. Like I said, we got guns that can work with this stuff. And with the graphical power we have now, these games would be amazing.
Absolutely.
It would almost be like real life, man.
You know what else is amazing?
Going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
The end credits of the show.
The end credits of the show.
But it's
No, I'm
getting
with
late.
you. All right. Yes, it is. All right.
Let's do it.
Woo.
We could talk all
Guys,
night.
We could. And you know
Hey, at
what?
least we didn't talk about
This is one of those rare nights where the chat's held up. We still have 24 people in the chat. You guys, thank
That's
you.
my
You guys
chat
rock.
room. Oh, here it
You
is.
guys rock. But we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So
You think it's because of me?
they just want to
No
hear what
comment.
you're going to say next.
Everything I say is stupid.
That's why we have to. That's why we have a huge turnout.
That's right.
But
What was
I
it? The
speak
reason
facts
they all,
from
the
my-
reason
from
they
my-
all watch Howard, the reason people all watch Howard Stern, the people who love him, they want to hear what he has to say next. The people who hate him, they watch him more because they want to hear what he has to say next.
I think they just like me shaved and trimmed. That's what I think it is.
Somebody in the chat said
I don't
like
have all the fuzz.
Samuel L. Jackson is on, so that's what
I said that earlier.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I do not look nothing like Samuel L. Jackson.
You do when you look like that.
All right, the mustache is gone. Next time I come.
Hold
your
on.
show.
No. Look at this. Everybody look. Look at that. Look at that.
I look nothing like Samuel Jackson.
That is untrue,
Eat
sir.
These motherfucking steaks off his motherfucking plane.
There it is. Thank you, everybody.
There
We
it
want to
is.
thank Samuel L. Jackson for coming on the show tonight.
Oh man.
Oh my Lord! All right, smoking show, guys. Thank you, John. Oh my
too
Lord!
funny.
All right, thank you guys in the chat. You guys have been freaking awesome tonight, and we want to thank Wilmy for stopping in tonight. I know he had to go early, which should have been on time for us, but I want to thank Wilmy. Wilmy is, of course, always welcome here. He knows that. And we love being on Gaming Beyond the Box, which is on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock. Hopefully I'll get on there again soon. And X, where can people find you?
Nowhere. My work schedule changed everything. Once in a while, I'll pop in somewhere if I had a day off. That's all I can say. Y'all know
Right.
I'll be on next podcast. I'll be on here. Or I'll be on GRG on a Friday. All depends on what days I can, be off on a day off. That's it. Maybe some Saturday show somewhere, maybe with Lemon. So, but other than that, that's about it.
All right. And Peter, how about you?
Well, you can find me here every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Xbox, it's Gaming Tag HCK. Everywhere else, like PlayStation, Steam, Uplay, you name it, it's HCK360. On Twitter, HCK360. And that's pretty much it.
I'm still waiting to play Star Trek Bridge Crew with you guys on
I know.
Steam.
Yeah.
We'll get it together after you finish Star Wars.
I'm pretty sure I double dipped and bought it on the Oculus. So I'm ready
So
to
you
go.
have it on Steam also?
You get it right from the MetaQuest
Oculus.
store. Yeah,
Yeah.
from MetaQuest.
Like I
Meta
said,
Store.
I think they're crossplay. So
Yeah, they're
Yes,
crossplay.
it's crossplay
Oh,
because
cool.
of UbiPlay.
because I don't have a VR, so I'd have to use it.
Trent
right?
says Sir X-Man looks like a Dave Chappelle Samuel Jackson skit. I am done. Oh, I'm dead.
Yo, Deadpool, wrap that shit up.
Oh my
Wrap it up.
God. All right. And then me, you can find me at NLG Mullis on Twitter, here on Tuesday nights at 9:30. Most Thursday nights streaming, and some Fridays, depending on what's going on. And I think we got some more Breakpoint this week with Brother Lagnese to do.
Yes.
So, and then you and I got to find some time to do some Trackmania.
Trackmania, the new one.
I got
yes.
Trackmania.
I watched my kids play it the other day. It looks great.
Nice.
So,
got
Victor
the-
Click says
Trackmania.
5 below Samuel L. Jackson. Discount Samuel L. Jackson.
I look better than Samuel.
Oh, my
Jackson, all right?
God.
Don't-
All right, now you're on drugs. All right.
Whatever.
And then here, so don't forget all of our great Gamers United Guild shows down below. We've got a whole week's worth of stuff coming up. And I'll just let you click on everybody, subscribe to everybody, and go from there. So thank you, all of you. And there we go. Project Jeff's going to go play some Eludian Chronicle Rising Trackmania, and any game he was going to play. Good night, everybody.
Anyone was
Thank you,
going to play
thank you.
play Driver?
Oh, hold on.
Nice shirt.
Nice, it is nice.
Oh, Mike, real quick.
Hold on.
Are you getting the?
Shit, hang on, I hit the wrong thing. Hold on, hang on, I hit the wrong thing. Hang on a second, hang on.
Oh, there.
That's what here we go. You are the wheelman.
I'm the wheelman.
Nice,
Mike,
that's a beauty
quick.
shirt.
Are
Yes.
you going to get the new Test Drive Unlimited when it comes out?
The
Supposed to be out this year.
It
yeah,
all depends on the Metacritic score.
test
Oh, I
drive.
don't
Yeah,
care.
that's right.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm
just
kidding.
kidding.
And if it's
man.
60 frames per second or not.
Yeah.
Come on, I want to
No.
go visit your house and see what kind of stuff you got up in it. Remember,
Yeah.
Test Drive, you could go in somebody's house.
I remember that. Kids are
it's
good, Lady
clever.
Ventress. The kids are good. Like I said, Seth and I are traveling up to Boston June 2nd and 3rd to go hang out with Brother Tommy and see video games live. He's looking very forward to it. He keeps looking at the calendar and counting the days down. So
And you get to hang out with your buddy, Tommy Tellerico.
we get to hang out with Tommy. We get to I get to see Marty O'Donnell again and get to introduce Marty to Seth. I get to see but I also get to see some good friends. I get to see Retro Advisory Board. I get to see Bacon Ice Cream Productions. I get to see DJC Game Studios. In fact, DJC, Bacon Ice Cream, and Seth and I were all staying in the same hotel. So I'm packing up the Amico, taking it out. We're gonna play some games, hang out with Tommy, see his concert, check out Boston on Sunday for a little bit, and then drive home. So looking forward to a great weekend, first weekend of June.
You gonna show us all the swag you bring back?
I don't know if I'm getting any swag. I might get I think I'm gonna probably buy a Video Games Live T-shirt for Seth and I, but I don't know how much. I'm not going up there to get swag from Tommy. I'm going up to see a friend and to see him. I've never been to a Video Games Live concert, and it looks like Cypher, which one did you go to? Because Cypher says it was great this year. There was one in. He went to Cyprus, but there was one other one in the U.S. and I can't remember where it was. But it was over on Cypher's coast, Salt Lake City. That was his Utah.
Started, Peter. We got him started.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm just saying, it was in Utah. So he's coming to Boston. I'm going up to see him. And Wilmie's not here. Pluck, he had to go. I just left this picture there. What's up, brother Pluck? So
It's
anyway,
like when you got Chris's picture up there, it just
Yeah.
stays there.
but we'll get pictures, and we'll But I'm really going up there to support. I've always wanted to see video games live. Seth wants to see it. It's going to be a great thing. But you know, I'm also going up to support a friend, and you know, Tommy and I have become really good friends. Everybody knows he's had a pretty hard time lately. You know, his father passed away last year, and you know, he's had some health issues. And you know, look, even though Phil Adam is CEO of Intellivision, they're struggling, and you know that weighs on him. Yeah, the
All right,
Amigos
Mike,
is
I'm
a
on the
baby.
jet because I gotta go do therapy tomorrow.
All right,
But I had a good time.
Let me hit the outro. Let me hit the outro for God's sakes. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm counting on it, Brother Cypher. I am. So, anyway, hang out. Yeah, get a controller in your hand, play some games. We'll see you probably Thursday night for some Breakpoint. Next week for the NLG show, 9:30 Eastern Standard with Crispy Bomb, hopefully. Play on, gamers. Good night. We love you guys.